for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Minute Today, USA Boxing. We back, y'all. Yes, sir. We are in the building. New Minute Today, USA Boxing. We're going to have a damn good show, man. We're going to have a damn good show. Yes, sir. We were going to have a damn good show. I'm sitting here, man, looking at some receipts that I have lined up. I pretty much, this show here is going to be, it's going to be a pretty good show. I'm going to ask some questions I already know the answer to. 9 times out of 10, when I ask a question, I know the answer to it. But I do it because I know what some fanboys are going to say. And I know what and sometimes you got to pull the fanboys out of the closet. Sometimes, sometimes they can be fanboys that don't know they're fanboys, or sometimes they may just really believe a lot of shit that they hear. I'm going to ask some questions today. And I've been down this road before. I think I had a couple wars last year with Tyson Fury fanboys. I have. A lot of them unsubscribed, which was good. I purged a lot of the Tyson Fury fanboys. I purged them, and they've been replaced, and we haven't missed a beat. We haven't missed a beat at all. But I'm asking some questions today. I just want some answers. That's it. From anybody. It doesn't matter whether you pro Dillian Whyte. I'm not a fanboy of Dillian Whyte. Whether you pro Tyson Fury. I want to know, can we get some objectivity today? I seriously doubt if we can get some objectivity because I've been on this road before, but I just want to see, can we get some objectivity today and some honesty? Again, I do not expect neither, but I ask questions that I already know the answer to, and I have my receipts. So let's get into this, man. So shout out to everyone, man, in the chat, man. Let's give YouTube an opportunity to send out the notifications everywhere around the chitlin circuit. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Let's give everybody, I gave everybody a round of applause. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're old to the channel, if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. To my detractors, you can hit the like button. You can leave. Doesn't make me no, never mind. But if you rock with the old boy, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We are not going to play today. Not today, not tomorrow. And I'm not here to make friends. And the phone lines will be open. If you're in the UK, you want to call me, you can call through WhatsApp. I have quite a few people who hit me up that I speak with in the UK. They hit me up through WhatsApp. I talk to them through WhatsApp. I speak to a lot of people from the UK through WhatsApp. So you can call this line that the number I'm going to put up through WhatsApp. You can do that. That can be done. Anybody in the UK, it happens. I speak to people from the UK all the time, right? Other than that, let's get into this, man. OJ the two-man style. Now, the question is, I had people hit me up. Oh, man, you said Dillian Whyte's, brother. Dean Whyte is not his brother. Okay. It's not his brother, his real brother. Some people call each other brothers because they've been knowing each other a long time. Some people call each other my brother, like Errol Spencer Yella Beezy. That's neither here nor there. We're not going to make this about who's the real brother, who ain't the real brother. We're not going to make this about that. Let's get into this. Shout out to the queen, Little Green Eyes P. Let me go ahead and get everything set up.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Charles N.
Hey,
shout out to Tupac 13.
Hey,
Shout out to, who else we have in the building, man? Black Jesus, Black Jesus. What's going on, brother?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Shout out to Eric Valentino.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Knockdown 305, born and raised in the county of Dade, Trey 05.
Hey, okay.
Don't nobody represent Miami like Trick. Trick represent 305. I'm saying from a rapper standpoint, he represents the 305. Now I can't say that. JT Money. I forgot all about JT Money. But Trick as well. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell.
Hey,
shout out to my brother Charlo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, let's see who we got in the building, man. Shout out to Steel. What's going on, bro?
Hey,
Still in the building from Nebraska. Salute. Shout out to Paul Evans. Shout out to Ava. Shout out to who else we have in the building, man. Check it out, man. Jay Smooth in the building. Let's see who else we have. Shout out to my brother Smith and West from Detroit, the Big D, man. Shout out to Featherfist. What's going on, Featherfist? Yeah, this brother right here. Just to let you know, Dean Whyte is not Dillian Whyte's brother. Okay, he's not his brother. They call each other brothers, but they, he's not brothers. They call each other brothers. All right. So, but we're going to get into what was said in the interview. Okay, I have the receipts. I'm going to play the receipts. Shout out to Drummond Full Live. Shout out to 702 Man Cave. Shout out to who else we have in the building, man. Lonnie Laughlin. What's going on, fam? Shout out to, let's see, who else we have in the building? Here to there. Salute to Ali Muhammad. What's going on, bro? Kobe Reacts. Shout out to my man, Ronald Finkler, man. Big, Big Ron in the building. Salute to David. David, what's going on, man? Stubetta. David Stubetta, what's going on, fam? So before I forget, man, salute to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries, my main man Blood Boxing, and salute to Julius over there, Ring IQ, man. I hear my brother snowed in wherever he's at. He's at an undisclosed location, but he's snowed in wherever he's at, man. I hope him and his family is doing well. Salute to Steve Kim. Salute to Rick Glazier. So salute to Rick Ross, Freeway Rick and Ross. Salute to those guys, and salute to Kid Austin as well, man. I hope the kid has a fight coming up next month. I'm gonna try to get him back on and see exactly what they plan on doing. And his father, Floyd Schofield. Shout out to Larry Baldwin. Shout out to Chat Shit Get Bang. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Let's see who else we have in the building. Hey, yeah, shout out to the Snot's Nose Leonard Ellaby, man. I'm trying to get back in the good graces of Leonard. He got me blocked on Twitter, so I'm gonna talk to Ron Boyfriends. I'm trying to get us back in the door. Let him know if we'll act right if he let us back in. Shout out to Larry Baldwin, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to let's see who else we got in the building, man. George H in the building. Jeff Lucietta. Anna Lee, what's going on, sis? Shout out to the Queen, Anna Lee. Let's see, man. Punch Smollett, what's going on? He say, que anda raza. Yeah, ¿cómo tú andas, mi hermano? Es un placer conocerlo. Otra vez, you know what I mean? Let's see, who is that? I can't. Oh yeah, Wendell Jackson. Salute to Wendell Jackson. Salute to Joe Mama. Shout out to Carl Williams. Media hace Fury fans, you know what I mean? Si están enojado conmigo, no sea para tanto conmigo. You know what I mean? No, I don't, it's no sea para tanto conmigo. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal to me, I understand. I just want you guys to just listen if you want to listen. Listen if you want to listen. I want to get to the bottom of it, what's going on. I care nothing about money, purse splits, none of this shit. None of that, right? But I want to address some things, and I see a pattern. And when I see a pattern, I normally go by what a person shows me. You know what I mean? If a person has a history of doing certain things, you got to call it the way you see it. If you're objective, you can say, you know what, man, I love this guy. He's my favorite guy, but there's a lot of things that he does I don't like. If you can't say that, then that lets me know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? Phone calls, UK, especially the UK. I know you have a lot of people in the UK. Please hit me up. Call through WhatsApp. Download WhatsApp. You can call this number through WhatsApp. I talk to people from the UK all the time. Shout out to Carl Williams. Carl the Truth Williams. Shout out to Yasir Hussein. Double A Ron. Wendell Jackson. Drumming for Life. I think I got everybody. Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Let me go ahead and get these super chats out the way. We got a couple super chats. Shout out to Lonnie Laughlin for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Lonnie, what you say, fam? You say Zab Zuda versus Costa Zoo. Do you think Zuda wanted a rematch? Bless the veterans. Nah, I don't think he wanted that rematch. I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. I don't think he wanted that rematch. I don't. And there was really no need. Costa Zoo was that guy at that time. It was, I don't think he really wanted it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe the money wasn't right, but I don't think he really wanted it. Shout out to David Woods. Salute to the Queen, Deborah Booker. Joe Mama, what's going on? Wendell Jackson. Maurizio Juliano, what's going on? Valentino with the lick read. Let's see. Always Juicy, what's going on, fam? Let's see, man. Let me see who else we have. Shout out to the Queen, Miss Fit. Miss Fit, I see you, Queen. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Boxing pound for pound. Let's see. I think I said shout out to the Queen, Little Green Eyes P. Salute. Oh, yeah, I got that right there. I got that super chat. There's another one. Shout out to Chat Shit Get Bang for dropping that 5 pounds on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Happy New Year's, Coach. The reason why people bang on Lamar Scott is because he actually changed his name to Dean Whyte. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that. See, so Dean Whyte, his real name is, well, his birthday was Lamar Scott, and he changed his name to Dean Whyte. Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all, man. Oh, man, coño. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Shout out I didn't know that, bro. You just put me up for a second, kind of messed me up there. He say, learn guitar, fool. Shout out to you, man, fam. Bon Scott, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this because the show was, I need to get into the show. Now, let's go ahead and do this, man. They say Fury pulled out of glass card mandatory to rematch Vlad. Vlad rematch due to ankle injury. Dillian for WBC Diamond. Wilder rematch, AJ. Let's get into this. We have some uncomfortable truths that we're going to have to deal with today. Now, Dillian Whyte's friend, who says he's Dillian Whyte's brother, Dean Whyte, did an interview today recently with Pound for Pound Boxing, with a podcast on YouTube called Pound for Pound Boxing Show. I shared a receipt with you. I just found it very interesting what he was talking about, to be honest with you, because you have a lot of people online talking about Dillian Whyte should take this, and Tyson Fury is the A-side. Tyson Fury is a mega star. He's selling out of stadiums and arenas all over the world, and Dillian Whyte should be happy just to carry Tyson Fury's jockstrap, and he should just shut up and be a good boy and do as he told. All this other shit, right? All this other shit. I've been hearing the chatter. Mauricio Suleiman has gave Tyson Fury permission to have a non-title fight, something that has not been done since 1922. I'm being facetious, of course, but it hasn't been done in a long time, right? So it is what it is. But let's continue. Now, in a recent interview, he did on Pound for Pound show, he cleared up a lot of the hoopla that's surrounding Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury, the WBC, Bob Arum, and Frank Warren, that particular situation that's going on right now, that, a lot of propaganda has been coming out from Team Frank Warren, Fish Eyes. A lot of propaganda has been coming out from that side of the fence. I haven't really heard much from Dillian Whyte. I've been hearing that Dillian Whyte should be a good boy and do as he told. And shut the fuck up. That's what I've been hearing about Dillian Whyte. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Also, shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify as well as Amazon Music. That's what I've been hearing. Also, before I forget, guys, we're going to have Johnny Rice come on the show tomorrow. That's been confirmed. So be on the lookout. After this show, I will put the notifications up on that. Now, there seems to be a lot of misconceptions going on from Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury fans about purse splits and what Dillian Whyte should and shouldn't take. You even have some Fury fans saying that Dillian Whyte should even be happy to shake Tyson Fury's hand because he is the Gypsy King, and he should bow down to Tyson Fury and shut the fuck up. You have some Dillian Whyte fans saying that Dillian Whyte should take what he's being offered from Frank Warren and Bob Arum because he's waited so long to get his shot at the title. He should just take what he's offered, beat Tyson Fury's ass if he can, and get the belt and stick it to the WBC, right? But according to Dean Whyte, Dillian Whyte's brother, so-called brother, whatever the case may be, I'm not getting into the semantics of that. But according to Dean Whyte, Tyson Fury has a history of always trying to get out of fights, and he has a history of lying. I will let you hear the interview. Now, I don't think the most diehard Tyson Fury fan can deny that Tyson Fury has a history of lying. He is the guy that says that, in the IFL interview at a Matchroom event last year, you just never know with me, because when I'm lying, you just never know if I'm lying or telling the truth, because when I'm telling the truth, people think I'm lying, and when I'm lying, people think I'm telling the truth. I think everyone has a consensus of that, right? And then we know Bob Arum, his old lying ass. I remember in the 80s when he got subpoenaed to go to court, he got on the stand and testified in Don King's favor. And he said he was quoted as saying, the prosecutor asked Bob Arum, how do we know you're telling the truth here? Because in the interview you did with some reporters in the past, you said that yesterday I was lying, today I'm telling the truth. Bob Arum reiterated that. He said, yeah, yesterday I was lying, but today I'm telling the truth. So, Bob Arum and Tyson Fury has a lot in common as it relates to that. In old fish eyes, we hear about old fish eyes all the time. Promoters lie. That's what promoters do. Promoters lie, guys. So that's what they do. You know what I mean? Fighters, not so much sometimes, but it is what it is. Fighters do too, but promoters are known for doing it. Okay? Now, let's continue. Fury is the same guy that signed a contract to fight Wladimir Klitschko. He beat Wladimir Klitschko in probably one of the worst heavyweight fights I've ever seen in my life. Literally, it was that boring. But he beat Wladimir Klitschko, and there was a rematch clause that they had already signed before the fight went down, and Fury turned around and he backed out of the fight. He retired. Then I think he popped dirty, got stripped. He had found PEDs and all type of drugs in the system. They stripped them or whatever the case may be. And a lot of shit that's going on in the UK, I really don't know about. So I'm not privy to the politics of what goes on in the UK as it relates to boxing. I'm not going to lie. I would have to reach out to people on both sides in order to get a right down the middle observation of what's going on. But whatever the politics going on in boxing in the UK, I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you. Now, Tyson Fury is the same guy that had a rematch clause to fight Deontay Wilder. We know this. Only to turn around and try to back out of the fight. Wilder had to take Tyson Fury to court just to get the rematch. He got his ass beat on the third fight, just like he did the second fight, but he had to take him to court in order to get that ass whooping. According to Bob Arum, Wilder did not have a legal leg to stand on in arbitration. Come to find out, that was a lie. So that proves that, Bob Arum and Tyson Fury as a match made in heaven. They love lying, right? I have people who know Bob Arum, who like Bob Arum a lot. They have a good relationship with Bob Arum. I don't have that relationship with Bob Arum, and I really don't care. What belongs to another man belongs to another man, has nothing to do with me, right? Now, Dean Whyte said that Dillian Whyte fights top-tier fighters and that he does good pay-per-view numbers in the UK. But he also said that Tyson Fury does not do good numbers in the UK at all. As a matter of fact, Dean Whyte said that Tyson Fury had to leave the UK and go to America because he could not sell out a venue in his own country. This is what Dean Whyte said, right? Whyte did give Fury his props, though, and he said that he is a great fighter. But Fury is not a draw in the UK nor in America. Now, I know about the American side. I know about the American side very well. I don't know about the UK side, but the American side, I know for a fact that Tyson Fury is not a draw. I have receipts on top of receipts for that, and I'm gonna show them on this show. Just because I feel like some people are gonna try to make that argument, so I wanna try to. I'm not gonna try to give you no room to wiggle. Nobody's going to wiggle, nor Dillian Whyte fans or Tyson Fury fans. Now, I'm going to call it right down the middle. I'm not going to give you no room to wiggle. Not today, right? Now, being from America, I know this to be true. Tyson Fury, when he fought Tom Schwartz after the Wilder fight, he only sold 5,489 tickets to that fight. They was begging people to come to this fight. They was giving away a whole bunch of comp tickets as well. This is terrible. When Tyson Fury fought Odo Wallin, Big Odo, right? He only sold 3,577 tickets in a venue that held 17,000 people. This is embarrassing at best. This is not hate. These are the actual numbers, and I have the receipts. I will show them to you. It's obvious that the WBC has it out for Dillian Whyte. This has nothing to do with Tyson Fury at all. It's obvious that this is the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman and Dillian Whyte thing, right? Now, as I said before, this has nothing to do with Tyson Fury, but I am stating the obvious. As a boxing fan, I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight even more now, right? Because of all of the chatter, and it seems like there's a, I ain't gonna say civil war, but a miniature war going on between Dillian Whyte fans and Tyson Fury fans, and Dillian Whyte fanboys and Tyson Fury fanboys. That's what it seems like. I don't want nobody getting blocked, timed out, or anything because they have an opinion. If they are not saying anything racist, if they are not attacking women or children, no one should be blocked because they are opinion. If they are a Dillian Whyte fan, they should not be blocked because you are a Tyson Fury fan. And if you are a Tyson Fury fan, if you are a Dillian Whyte fan, no Tyson Fury fans should be blocked if you are a moderator because they say something against Tyson Fury or Dillian Whyte or whoever. We're not going to play the crackhead games today. We're just going to call it the way we see it, right? This is only to those who that may apply to. Now, as I said before, in my opinion, the WBC is playing a dirty game when it comes to Dillian Whyte. But I will say this, guys, but the good news is this. This fight will happen one way or the other, hopefully, unless Mauricio Sulaiman changes the rules again, and he's known for doing that, you know what I mean, and decides, or unless Tyson Fury decides to drop the belt. If he does that, then it is what it is. Hold on, guys. Now, my question is this. Why does it seem like Tyson Fury always get the benefit of the doubt, guys, when it comes to his fans and supporters? Do you feel that Tyson Fury fans ever hold Tyson Fury accountable for anything? Or do you feel like there is a double standard when it comes to the Gypsy King from his fan supporters and even sanctioning bodies? Do you feel like it's a double standard? And let's get into this. Because we know Dillian Whyte, he should be a good boy and just sit his ass down somewhere. Hold on, guys, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get some straightening. Let's get into this, man. Let's go. Before we get into the show, and before I start showing these receipts, because I know what's going to be said today. I've been doing this for a year now, so I got everybody pretty much figured out. I know who's on whose side of the street. I pretty much know who are fans of who are fanboys of who. I pretty much know what certain trigger words that trigger certain Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua fans. I know what trigger words trigger certain Tyson Fury and Canelo Alvarez fans. I've been here a year now, so I understand. I know who's who, what's what, who's on what side of the street. I get it. I'm not here to argue the semantics of that. I just want to talk facts. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We have 200 people watching this show, and we have less than 100 likes. So I know this must be a bunch of Tyson Fury fans or some of the fanboys who hating my guts right now. We ain't gonna hit the like button to hell with him, but they watching. So I'm gonna give you what you're looking for today. Now, let's continue. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Well, I'm not gonna get into the semantics. So, as a matter of fact, I tell you what. Let me show these receipts. Fury versus Whyte equals 1 minute. Equals 1 minute it's on, next minute it's off. 1 minute it's on, next minute it's off. I don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah. Yeah. I'm listen, man. Hey, Peter Varnox, I hear you, bro. I damn sure hear you, man. The Boogeyman says Anthony Johnson is the only non-American, non-Mexican fighter that is a cash cow and can draw in his own country. Woo. You know what? Nah, you know what? The Boogeyman, Del Boy does pretty good, and Dillian Whyte does good in the UK as well. To be honest with you, they do. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they do better than Joshua, but they do damn good. Fight Mode says poor Dillian is only going through what Tyson had to go through, unlike AJ. Poor Dillian is only going through what Tyson had to go through, unlike AJ. I don't understand what you mean by that. I'm lost there, my brother. Victor Bada says Dillian Whyte needs to keep the WBC in court until he gets what he deserves. He says Gerald Field said, I don't understand why Tyson Fury got to duck everybody like that when he's so good. Let's see. Yazzer Hassan. That's why I was looking for a counter argument. He said just like Dillian fans don't hold him accountable, same guy couldn't make a fight with AJ when they are on the same promoter. Hey, that's a you know what you make a Yasser Hussein, you make a valid point. You make a valid point. You know, Dillian Whyte fought AJ. They had a rematch. For some reason that didn't happen. But that's totally different from what's going on now. That's totally different what's going on now. I think you're comparing apples and oranges. Dillian Whyte and AJ did fight, and the rematch didn't happen. But I think you're comparing apples and oranges. These are two different situations. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Retro Boxing and Documentaries, man. My brother, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Salute to Eric Gomez in the building. Eric say Bomb Squad, man. You know that, man. For real. Let's give my dog. Let's give my dog Eric the Bomb Squad.
To this day.
Yeah, man. For real though, man. Let's see. Let's see. Coach, apparently Fury had to take 20% against Klitschko. I don't know what he had to take or what he took. You know what I mean? I am of the opinion that if you agree to something, you didn't have to take it. You made a choice. So if that was the case, hey, man. And then Wladimir Klitschko was that guy. Wladimir Klitschko was selling out football stadiums over there in Germany. He was selling out stadiums in Germany. So I think that situation, when you a draw like Wladimir Klitschko was, you know, in his own country, you know, so he was selling out his own country. But I don't know what the split was between him and Fury, to be honest with you. Arthur Hawkins said, Coach, the WBC has something personal against Dillian Whyte. Yes, they do. They have something personal against him. But let me show you this receipt, though. Let me show you this receipt. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. Let me show you this interview. I don't know if a lot of people seen this interview yet because it didn't have a lot of views. Let's get into this. Let me show you this interview by Dean Whyte. Let's do this. He made some valid points to me. The rematch didn't happen over money, same as with Fury. There's a pattern as well. As I said before, you gotta take Fury to court to get fights. Then I don't know. Fury said he had mental health issues. Then he said he was on drugs. He had a dirty. There's a whole lot of shit, man. It just seemed like it's always something with this one guy. You know what I mean? So it always seemed like it's something with this one guy. Listen to this interview, though. I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. These brothers right here, the Pound for Pound Boxing Show, is where the interview was conducted this morning. They're on YouTube. You can follow.
No, Shab ain't allowed to talk about much. I just want to touch up on a little thing on Dillian as well. Obviously, it's going to the court. They're saying that there's going to be a purse bid as well. Just how, Jab, you can answer this as well. How's Dillian doing mentally right now, waiting for this for March to come?
They ain't business about nothing. Them man is about their business, man. Them man is training. He doesn't listen. He ain't got no interest in this. When the fight happens, that's it. Like I think he's like when you've been on the roundabout too much, he's not interested. He's cracking on. More time. Yeah, he don't really he just said, listen, when this fight comes, John, I'll just, I'll deal with it then. But obviously there's the arbitration going, there's a bag of talk in between with this WB DC thing talking about 80-20. I think that's probably some wives' tales. I'm not sure, but it was just deal, man. I chat to him quite often at the minute, and then I don't know, I'm sure Zab.
So we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this.
He's training, he's doing his thing, you don't see my wife.
Basically, he's just saying that Dillian Whyte is training. He's not worried about what's going on as it relates to the business aspect and the politics of boxing. He's saying that he's used to it. This is what he's been going through for years. He expect whatever to go down. He's been training, getting prepared for the fight, Tyson Fury, or if the WBC decides to move in another direction, which they have. So that's all he's saying right now. But we're going to get to the meat and potatoes in a minute. Let's go.
Fucking rain or them big old ups in my work. In my chopped down tree, the man is cutting tree. The man is not. It's not. He ain't even wasting. Maybe he might be doing something on the other side, but when I'm rapping to him, that's not his Focus ain't. He just say, look, I'm gonna train either way.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button.
Whatever it is, I know he would like to, and I keep saying this enough when I do interview. Obviously, Fury would be ideal. It would be great. But if not, just throw yourself in the bin and remove y'all and leave the belt so we can go about the business and see what's going on. But
so he's saying that Dillian Whyte is training to fight Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight, just throw the belt in the bin, trash bin, kind of like what Riddick Bowe did to with Lennox Lewis. He said just throw the belt in the trash bin and move on so that Dillian Whyte can become the champion. That's what he just said this time.
There's this whole game. The WB seem to be in cahoots with Arum and Warren, and they're playing this game. But they need smoking out, man, because they're playing funny game. You know, the money they're offering and the things they're saying. They need smoking out, and you know, and let's see and then see, because they're making out like, well, it's Dillian's fault because we've offered him part of the pudding and he's gone and like it's not enough. So now.
So he's breaking it down. What's going on? Basically, he's saying that the WBC is playing a game, which we came to that conclusion already. The WBC has something personal against Dillian Whyte, whatever that may be. That's between them. I have no idea. I don't know what it's about. But and some of you guys shared it with me. What's going on with Dillian Whyte and the WBC? But Mauricio Sulaiman has something personal against him. They're playing a game with him. Really has nothing to do with Tyson Fury, but he is the beneficiary of that game that's being played. In that political football game that's being played against Dillian Whyte. And this is what he's talking about. But let's go back right here. I'm gonna let you hear it so I can stop talking.
They're making out like, well, it's Dillian's fault because we've offered him part of the pudding and he's gone and like it's not enough. So now, you know, like people's like wherever you go, well, tell Dill just to take that money. You know, like tell him just to take that, and then when you get your shot on the other side, then you can make all the decisions. Don't really go like that. It's mad. How are you going to 80-20? That is madness.
All right, so he's talking about the 80-20. He's addressing what fans are saying, even Dillian Whyte fans. I had a couple call me and say, yeah, man, with Dillian Whyte should just take the 80-20, and just take whatever they're offering him and run with it. Oh, what? Okay, whether he does that or not, that has nothing to do with me. I just want to see the damn fight. I'm not a fan of just or promoter. It's not my job to negotiate splits and say this fighter should get that and this fighter should get that. Every fighter should get what they negotiate. Period, right? And you know, I'm hearing the same chatter that you guys are hearing, but that's what he's talking about, right? But let's continue. So he's just basically saying, hey, it's not like that. It's not as simple as that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of shit that may be going on that we don't even know about, right? So this is basically what he's saying. This is how I'm summarizing it anyways. Let's continue.
Well, listen, I don't know. That might be some more info. I don't know.
That's the same split that Yard got against Kovalev. Mad, 80-20. That's a madness.
Yeah, but you just said Yard and Kovalev. Dillian's not Yard though. You know, like this. Dillian is a pay-per-view fighter and only fights on pay-per-view. You know, if this O2 thing has been selling out O2, you know, time and time again, the numbers.
So what he said, well, this what intrigued me though. What he said Dillian Whyte only fight. He's a pay-per-view fighter in the UK, and he only fights on pay-per-view, and he's been selling out O2 arenas. You know, he has a track record of doing that whenever he fights there, right? We're not talking about through the COVID era, because some people are trying to hold. If he fought on the COVID restrictions, of course you can't sell out a venue because you're on the COVID restrictions. You can only have 100 or 200 people there to watch you fight. So outside of that, so I'm like, okay, Dillian Whyte is doing numbers in the UK, according to Dean. He's doing numbers in the UK. He does good pay-per-view numbers. He O2 Arena. I don't know exactly how many people. I don't know how many people the O2 Arena holds. How many people it holds? But if he's selling out that arena, I'm pretty sure it's like 20,000 or something like that. That ain't bad. That's not bad at all. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
We must look into Tyson Fury a little bit closer. Let's go into him because he's got history, he's got record. You know when that old bill stopped you? Yeah, this IC female hair has got a CV. This man's got a CV. No, he didn't want to keep Klitschko the rematch. You know, he cried about everything, the ring, the this, the that. You know what I mean? Then David Haye, 2 fights. Calamity coming, didn't he come in and Klitschko in the Batman? There's too much. Listen, he's got mad MO. He even tried to get out of the WADA, was it 2 or 3, one of them there to take him to court as well. So he's got a history in fannying people around, and longing out things. And come on, man, listen. And Dillian, and funny enough, Dillian's not them. Dillian right now is in a position where, like I said, he fights, you know, top tier fighters, elite fighters, and does his things, good pay-per-view numbers, does good ticket sales. And Tyson Fury, he had to actually go to America because he wasn't selling out here. And
let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. So what he said was Tyson Fury has a history of pulling out of fights. He did it with the Wladimir Klitschko. He talked about David Haye. I don't know the situation. I don't know the situation with David Haye. I don't know the situation with David Haye and Tyson Fury, but he's talking about he's laying his case of, hey, this is what's been going on. This is what Dillian Whyte does over here in the UK. He only fights on pay-per-view. He sells out the O2 Arena. So if that's the case, that means he's a draw over there in the UK. He's a draw over there in the UK. Then he talked about that, right? And then he talked about how, hey, listen, Tyson Fury has a history of pulling out of fights. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you, let me see. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're old to the channel, hit the like button as well and share this screen. Share this video. So now, don't forget to share the video. So now, this is what he's talking about, right? Let me see what else I missed. Let me see what else I missed. Hold on, guys.
Was it 2 or 3? One of them led to take him to court as well. So he's got a history in fannying people around and longing out things. And come on, man, listen. And Dillian, and funny enough, Dillian's not them. Dillian right now is in a position where.
So he talks about Tyson Fury's history. Now, I'm a type of person, I believe what you show me. If a person consistently does something, that means that's who they are, right? Whatever you do every day, it tells who you are. Whatever you do every day, right? Because you judge a person by their works. You know, how do I know a plumber is a plumber? You know, I know he's a plumber because I see him, you know, fixing things, sinks, toilets, whatever the case may be, right? You judge a person by their works. If a person consistently backs out of fights, tries to back out of fights, have people have to take them to court to make them fight, all of this stuff there, that means that's what this person is. I get it. I get it. He's the Gypsy King. He's the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. We love him. No fighter on the planet can beat him. You're a hater if you don't bow down and do that. I get all of that. If you are a fanboy of Tyson Fury and you want to unsubscribe, please feel free to unsubscribe. I will not miss you. I'm good at marketing. I know what I'm doing over here. If you want to unsubscribe, please unsubscribe. I don't want you over here. Don't kiss ass for subscribers. But we're talking the facts. Talking the facts. So now let's continue.
Well, like I said, he fights, you know, top tier fighters, elite fighters, and does his things, good pay-per-view numbers, does good ticket sales. And Tyson Fury, he had to actually go to America because he wasn't selling out here. And even in America, that's why they stopped the Wilder and Fury 2, because they couldn't even sell the 7,500. And then they.
All right, let's stop right there. He says that Tyson Fury had to leave America, leave the UK and come to America because he could not sell out in America. Why am I talking about that? Because Frank Warren said that Tyson Fury is a global superstar. That's what Frank Warren said, right? Now, of course, I know better than that. And I don't ask a question unless I know the answer to it. So I'm asking a question, but I know what I'm going to see. I know I'm going to see in the chat. I know what I'm going to hear. You know what I mean? But, you know, he left the UK. Some would say, well, he left because of racism. He's a gypsy. Tyson Fury is a white man. When I see Tyson Fury, he looks just like this white guy right here. So his race is white. So I don't see the racism there. He's a gypsy. They hate him or whatever the case may be. I let you guys deal with the semantics of that. Whatever civil war that's going on with boxing fans in the UK, with Tyson Fury fans and Dillian Whyte fans, I have nothing to do with that. I give two fucks about your civil war. I really do. But let's continue. Yeah, because I've been hearing a lot of this shit as well. Let's go.
They want people to say, oh, Dillian should take 80-20. It doesn't make no sense. Let's look at the data. As Boris said, he's done, Mr. Witty says, he's look at the data. The data suggests, or sales, you get me? Let me give them the data. Fucking wankers. The data suggests Tyson Fury, hell of a fighter. You know, I love boxing. I give him his credit. But in this UK, it's a mega fight because he's fighting Dillian. It's a stadium fight because he's fighting Dillian. If he doesn't fight Dillian, then man, they got to go and second in some little shack down in Stratford somewhere because they're not selling out like that. You know what I'm trying to say? They need to behave.
So let's start right there. Let's start right there. Okay, there's a whole lot to unpack with this shit. Tyson Fury. Now this guy here, what brother here said that Blues Boxing said that Tyson Fury went to America because Arum wanted a heavyweight mouth in the States. Let's start right there. Is what Dean Whyte saying, is he lying when he says, because I want to find out, is he lying or not? Is he lying when he says that Tyson Fury was not selling out in the UK and this is why he left his own country to come to America? Is he lying about that? That's what I want to know. Is he lying about that? And this is the question I'm asking to the people in the UK. Is he lying about that? He say Frank flatline fish eyes. Tyson likes to betray the racism and how so they played a race card like they played a race card like a lot of these dudes do over here on the YouTube. The old race card. Let's see. So Blues Boxing, what you say, fam? He said Tyson came to America because Arum wanted one of the heavyweight mouthpiece in the United States. That doesn't make any sense because he has heavyweights. He has heavyweights. You know what I mean? He went to America because Arum wanted a heavyweight a heavyweight mouth in the United States. Yeah, that don't make no sense to me. He has heavyweights. Let's see what's going on. Bon Scott said Wilder would not fight out the U.S. Where else was Fury supposed to go? Okay. Let's continue. I'm getting the answers that I thought I was going to hear. Let's see. Fury has gained an American fan base, but it isn't huge. Kelly Malia said Dean talking facts. Fury said he would not fight in the UK. Yeah, he did say that. I had a receipt on that. He did say that. Blues Boxing says no. At the time, Fury had a lot of haters thanks to the media. Okay. Fury had a lot of haters, so he decided to leave his country. Okay. The haters ran him out of the country. To be honest with you, Blues Boxing. You know, there's a lot of fighters in America have a lot of haters too. To be honest with you, so you know it is what it is. But if he, I don't know. But if he has a lot of fans over there, if he's his global superstar, I'm pretty sure his global Canelo has a lot of haters. Another one. So you know, fighters do have haters. As a Fury fan, there's somewhat of a truth to that. That was Fury before Wilder fights. Right about now, I think Fury would do well in the UK, especially. That right about now, we only got one heavyweight champ. Okay, I see what you're saying. You saying that he was right about that before, but after the Wilder fight, his popularity has soared. And you know what? Yasir, you might be right about that. What I'm anxious to see is this: Tyson Fury has been granted permission to fight a non-title fight in March. 2 months. Who he fights next and what those numbers do will tell us whether he's this global superstar or not after the Wilder fight. That'll tell us everything we need to know. That'll tell us what we need to know. He say Fury never had a fan-friendly style over here in the UK. I don't remember Fury selling a lot of tickets or being on pay-per-view before he fought Klitschko from Wilder. Okay. Joe Mama says that Fury couldn't sell out my local leisure center before the Wilder fight. Okay. Peter Varnon said Fury's popularity is better in the States now since Wilder fight, in my opinion. Okay. Sonny Liston said Fury is a mental health card to distract Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Fury used the mental health card to distract from his cocaine habit. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. He was on heavy drugs and stuff like that. Heavy drugs. Blues Boxer said not with a mouthpiece like Fury can sell. The problem with what you're saying, Blues Boxing, is you said Tyson Fury. You said Bob Arum needed a this. Let's see. Let me break this down. I have some more receipts. I'm not finished. You're saying that Bob Arum needed a mouthpiece like Tyson Fury that can sell. The only problem is Tyson Fury with that same mouthpiece could not sell in his own country. So if Bob Arum wanted Tyson Fury because of his mouthpiece and he knew he can sell tickets, explain to me why he couldn't sell before the Deontay Wilder fight. But I have some receipts. I have some more receipts for you. I'm going to show you what he was able to sell when he came to the United States. I'm going to show you that, okay? I'm going to show you that, Blues Boxer. You say not with the mouthpiece, not with the mouthpiece like Fury that can sell. We're gonna put this what you just said. I have a receipt for that. I knew this was coming. I have a receipt for that. Let's see. Fighting Moles. What did Fighting Moles say? He say Will, so it's okay to say Tyson looks like the white man. I think this joke on here is a racist. Well, Fighting Moles, if you think that I am a racist, why are you here? When I make that comparison, I'm saying that the white guy, Caucasian, that was on the screen right here, sir, Tyson Fury looks just like him from an ethnicity standpoint. That's what I meant by that. But if you feel like that I am racist, then Fighting Moles, you can leave. Unsubscribe and leave. The only way you can leave a comment over here, you would have to subscribe. So you can unsubscribe and leave. As a matter of fact, Fighting Moles, since you believe that I am a racist, what I am going to do, I'm going to make sure that you don't get an opportunity to hear any more racism from me. I will make sure that you don't have to come back on this racist channel anymore. Right? Let's do that. Moderators, y'all can block Fighting Moles. He think I'm a racist, so I don't want him to be on a racist channel, so you can block your moderators. Let's see. Let's continue. He say, well, he pretended to have a fight in Dubai with AJ in the making. Okay. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich. Let's see. Chat shit get banged. Say Fury gained support with his mental health BS story, covering up for his drug abuse. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Nissan Warrior says, I can see why the UK doesn't like him. Probably because they can see through his bullshit. Maybe the Americans can't see it. No, we I got some receipts, guys. I got some receipts. I know, listen, I know these. I know my detractors. I know these fanboys very well. I am a pro when it comes to, I know who's who now. And I know what topics are going to bring them out. And I got some receipts for you. I do. I'm being real calm right now. I'm really being real calm right now. He said Fury went to the U.S. because he offended too many people in the UK, saying women should be in the kitchen, chauvinistic comments, etc. Also, his fighting style was terrible at the time. Okay. All right. Lil Green Eyes P said Tyson Fury failed 2 drug tests. Okay. Let's see. Fury sold out 20,000 marinas before Wilder Fury. XL with Derek Chisora. Yeah, I don't know what he sold in the UK. Maybe the people in the UK. I'll probably have to do some more research on that, George H, to be honest with you. I don't know what he sold in the UK, to be honest with you. I don't. I haven't even, I'm just addressing some of the things that Dean Whyte is saying in his interview as it relates to, just the purse splits and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, he broke it down. Hold on.
So and respect the man for what the hustle he's done.
Hold on.
Tyson Fury keeps talking about, I'm not in it for money. I give all my money to charity. Ooh. Versace, robe, slippers, Tom and all that. Yeah, we get it, Tyson. We listen, we believe in you. I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? Listen, we're not fooled. I'm cool, I'm straightforward. I just tell it how it is. I'm not trying to discredit him or nothing.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button,
obviously,
and share this video.
I don't need to be biased for Dill. His resume speaks for itself. He is one tough, hard-back man, and he'll go in there and fight his own corner and his thing, and he makes his boxing too. And you saw the statement he came back with. People keep talking about the loss. Let me tell you something. You know, one of the worst things is to recover from a knockout loss and put your demons to bed and vanquish them.
All right, he's talking about the knockout loss. Shout out to Juan Carlos. Shout out to Juan Carlos for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, speaking nothing but facts. Take him to church. No, I'm just gonna ask some tough questions. I'm looking for some answers. I have some more receipts over here. Trust, I'm not done. This is nothing. Shout out to Mike T for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Fury versus Bigfoot 2022. This brother here broke it down. Yeah, I don't know. Kevin, he says David Hay, what the hell? Hay pulled out for a cut. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is with David Hay. You know, that's why I'm asking you guys in the UK. I don't know. I honestly don't know, guys. I honestly don't know as of late to that. I honestly don't know. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify as well as Amazon Music. Let's continue.
He did. There's not many fighters in history who can go and say they've done that. You've seen what happens, the ramification when people get knocked out.
Talk about when Dillian Whyte got knocked out by Prevention.
Same way, if not worse. You understand? So anyway, me done getting on my little thing. My food soon ready. We have to leave. No?
Oh, he's finna get ready to leave.
I want to ask you guys something, and I want to have you're allowed to even answer this as well. Is it frustrating that the fact that this has been going on since what 2018? WBC have had this thing against Dillian. I know. You spoke to Jermaine the other day on Behind the Glass.
2017, Elenius was.
Yeah, 2017. Jermaine asked you the other day, do you think there's a conspiracy against Dillian Whyte with the WBC? You said no. It's boxing. I don't believe that crap.
So he's asking Dean Whyte that did he feel that was there some kind of conspiracy against Dillian Whyte with the WBC, and I think he said Dean said no or someone else said no. Me personally, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think that it's obvious Mauricio Suleiman has something personal against Dillian Whyte. I think that's obvious. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see that. R.I.P. to Ray Charles. Right? Let's continue.
Hold on. Sorry, Zab can't get himself in any of this mix. I'll be back again, my remix version. Sorry, guys. That doesn't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble either. I want to be honest. I feel there is something in the air. The WBC and Dillian, they're not seeing eye to eye. Obviously, there's an arbitration. So clearly, if there's an arbitration, someone's feathers have been ruffled somewhere, and I think that's why the arbitration is there to hopefully iron out all those things. But somewhere, you can tell because if you look at the likes of what's the guy's name? Joe Dress, hell of a fighter. He's come from nowhere. He's got number one, and he next in line for to fight for a world title. He's got the WBO by the balls, and he manages to. So basically, he just doing a comparison with Joe Joyce's situation. I totally agree with this. This is what I agree with. Now, this is not Tyson Fury's fault. Whatever, as I said before, and I defended Tyson Fury on this point. If the WBC has an issue with Dillian Whyte and they are ruling and doing things that's beneficial to Tyson Fury, that's not Tyson Fury's fault. That's a beef that's been going on with Mauricio Suleiman and Dillian Whyte. That's a beef that's been going on back when Deontay Wilder had the belt. He said they've been going through this since 2017. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, we just got to be fair and honest here. I don't care if you
what side of the street you on, what part of the UK you live in, who you're a fanboy of, or who you're a fan of, or I don't care nothing about none of that shit. I just want to see the damn fight. I let y'all handle that other shit. But I gotta call it the way I see it. The WBC is has a hard on, so to speak, against Dillian Whyte. It has nothing to do with Tyson Fury at all, but he's benefiting from it as it relates to this, right? So let's continue. I'm not done. So this brother here said that Tyson Fury, Bob Arum wanted Tyson Fury. Again, I don't know if he was selling, let me see. Was he selling out over there? And was he selling out arenas in the UK? He left his country. So that's strange. James Brown said, he said, salute from the UK, coach. Not all of us are deluded fanboys. I want to be fair. I want to have the phone lines open, man, because I want to hear from the people from the UK. I want to hear. Shout out to we got 131 likes, man. We need to get the likes up because I want to open up these phone lines. I guess I have some more receipts. Though. I'm not done. I'm not done. Luis Ortiz is ducking Philip Orgovich. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yes, we're gonna get to that. The boogeyman of the division. I'm not finished. Oh, we're going to get to this. Now, let's continue. So the brother said that he said that Tyson Fury, he said that Bob Arum wanted Tyson Fury to come over here because he needed someone that can sell a fight, right? Okay. So according to the receipts that those brothers and sisters in the UK have, Tyson Fury was very unsuccessful in selling fights in his own country, i.e. Dean Whyte said this is why he left the UK and came to America. Let's continue. I have some receipts right here, guys. I have some receipts right here. I have some receipts right here. Bear with the old boy. Should have had all this shit signed up. Let's see. Bear with me for a moment. I have the receipt right here. I really do. Let's continue. Hold on. I want to show you these numbers. I had a receipt right here. I want to go straight to the numbers because I don't want anyone thinking I'm making up anything. I don't want anyone thinking that this is a conspiracy. Because there's this rumor that's been going on that Tyson Fury is this big megastar for Frank Warren, and I'm here to tell you that I live in America, and that's just simply not true. Not over here. That's not true, right? He was selling out arenas, huh? He brought him over here because he's a salesman. That's what they say, right? Okay, I have the receipt right here, though. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let me blow this up so you guys can see it, and let me share it. Let me blow this up. Now I'm gonna go forward just to go backwards. As you can see right here, this is when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder the first fight. This is 2018, December 1st, 2018, in Los Angeles, California. The fight did like 300,000 pay-per-view buys. They didn't sell out. They didn't sell out the event, but it was more tickets than there was a lot of people there. At the venue. Quite a few people did show up. But it wasn't a sellout. Not gonna lie to you, it wasn't a sellout at all. I want to get to you straight to the numbers so I can give you the exact numbers of what was sold out. They're here because I saw it. That's why I pulled this up. They're here because I saw it. This event wasn't a sellout though. This is very easy to look up, and this is even with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder fans will say that, hey man, Wilder brought Tyson Fury to the big stage, and he's done better numbers than he's ever done outside of Wladimir Klitschko when he came to America. But now that is true. You can say what you want to say about Deontay Wilder, but that is true. But this particular first fight right here, damn, I had it, man. It's here. I know it's here. This event did not sell out. This event did not sell out at all. And this is the truth. It didn't sell out at all with Wilder. And Wilder was the American heavyweight champion, right? A former American heavyweight champion. In the Staples Center. The Staples Center, let's see. I can pull that up though. I'm gonna get that. It said Fury became the first champion in his first world title attempt by defeating Wladimir Klitschko in November 2015, ending Klitschko's decade long reign, a unanimous decision victory. Let's see. And then they talked about Wilder and stuff like that. But let's move on. This fight right here, it did okay. It did pretty good, to be honest with you. The American public didn't really not know who this guy was, Tyson Fury. To be honest with you, they didn't really know who he was. This fight was kind of like an introduction for him. You know what I mean? Thanks to Deontay Wilder for, pick the wrong cherry, in my opinion. Deontay Wilder did pick the wrong cherry. He had a 500-pound, coked up, fresh off the couch, Tyson Fury suffering from mental health. And he thought he was going to beat the guy. And it made sense. You're going to beat the guy who beat Wladimir Klitschko. And that would, give validity to Deontay Wilder. But it backfired. It ended up in a draw, right? It ended up in the draw. Some say that Tyson Fury won. Some say that Deontay Wilder really won the fight. Now, this is the second fight. The second fight with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. He said Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2, unfinished business, yada, 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 yada. We know what happened. Tyson Fury won that fight. We know that Tyson Fury won that fight. And the pay-per-views did pretty good. They had 800 to 850,000 pay-per-view buys here in the States, and they had more overseas. So they did over 1 million pay-per-view buys between America and overseas. They did that. This fight was like a couple of thousand short of a sellout. This fight right here was a couple of thousand short of a sellout, right? But he did a lot better in the second fight, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And I would say that had a lot to probably do with Deontay Wilder, with him saying his famous to this day. To this day. With Radio Raheem, and, they had the Wilder Rabbit fan base going on a tear, and, all kind of stuff going on, right? So that had a lot to do with it as well. Tyson Fury had a lot of momentum. A lot of people from the UK was able to fly and come over here to America. And you had a lot of people in the UK that was at the, a lot of people. They had a good section of a lot of people in the UK at this second fight, but it was a whole lot of people there for Deontay Wilder. Literally, it was just literally Fury was fighting boxing in a pro Wilder crowd. To be honest with you, they had like so many thousands of tickets for UK fans, probably like 5,000, something like that. But the majority of it was for Wilder, because everyone thought that Wilder was going to beat Fury. Even me, I thought that as well. Not going to lie, I did. I thought he was going to lie. This is talking about their purse splits right here. That was public record, or what was broadcast anyways. This venue did pretty well, though. It didn't sell out. It almost sold out, but it didn't sell out. Talks about the aftermath. Let's see. It talks about the pay-per-view, 800 to 850,000. It talks about the first pay-per-view did 325,000. You know what I mean? Let's see. Where is it talking about? It's amazing, guys, because I sat right here and I watched this shit. And it actually gives you the exact number of how many tickets that was sold in this event. This event wasn't a sellout, though. It missed it by a couple of thousand, but it was good. It almost did sell out. But it missed it by a couple of thousand. And we're doing this because the brother said that Bob Arum brought Tyson Fury over here because he can sell. Okay, so and you do need a proper dance partner. But I'm going to show you something. I'm working forward, then I'm gonna go backwards. I'm going to show you something in a minute. This is the Wilder Fury 3. Wilder Fury 3. As we know what happened, Fury knocked Deontay Wilder out. He ended to this day. No more. He ended the Twerkinator fan base. I mean the radical fanboys. He did that. You know what I mean? So we know what happened with that. It does a recap. It talks about the arbitration that Wilder had to go through in order to get Fury in the ring, because he tried to pull out of the fight and all of that stuff there. And I think it talks about the pay-per-view numbers. The pay-per-view numbers did a little less than 600,000 for this fight. It actually did less in the third fight than it did less in the third fight than it did in the second fight. You know what I mean? It kind of lost momentum. Maybe people had fatigue, Wilder Fury fatigue. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it talked about this. It did around 600,000 pay-per-view buys. and around 300,000 buyers overseas. So that was almost 1,900,000, right? So now you say, well, coach, what does all this have to do with Tyson Fury being a draw in America and he's a global superstar? I'm going to show you everything. So prior to Deontay Wilder, so when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, that exposed him to, some more fans, and because Deontay Wilder pretty much had he wasn't the biggest thing in America. And I'm not going to say and lie to you and say Deontay Wilder have a massive fan base, but more people knew who Deontay Wilder was versus Tyson Fury, right? This is facts. Now, where am I going at with this? I'm going right here. I'm going right here. Where am I going at with this? I'm going right here. So the brother said that when Tyson Fury was brought over here because he can sell tickets and stuff like that, right? So before Deontay Wilder, when Tyson Fury came to the United States, this what his tickets were looking like, sir. Deontay Wilder believes that the world knows who is the true A-side between himself and Tyson Fury, following Fury's last two fights in Las Vegas. Fury's last two fights against Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz will draw less than 10,000 attendees, with only 3,500 tickets sold for his September fight against Otto Wallin, and 3,899 tickets, comp tickets, were given for the T-Mobile Arena. Now we know who sold all the pay-per-views, Wilder said. This is why Wilder was saying that he should receive the lion's share of the purse, because Tyson Fury cannot sell tickets. This is what Deontay Wilder was talking about. These are facts. These are facts. Not making this up. This ain't no hate. This ain't no shade. This is what it is. Let's continue. Because a lot of you people from the UK, you might not know this, but I know this for a fact. Let's continue. So Wilder's argument was, now we know who sold out of the pay-per-views, Wilder said in the 2018 fight. He said, this bro only sold 3,500 tickets to fight Otto Wallin. November 23rd will prove even more. So Wilder saying that when they have their fight again, he's going to show, November 23rd, and I think Tyson Fury had another fight. He said Wilder hopes to back up claims of being the bigger draw against Fury when he returns to the ring in November 23rd match against Luis Ortiz. That's when he fought Ortiz, and that fight didn't really do well for Wilder as well. But, to be honest with you. So this is what he's talking about, right? So I said, well, let's continue. Now, this is Tyson Fury when he came to America. Remember this? He wore the Mexican outfit. He had the hat, the sombrero, the Mexican guard and stuff like that. Tyson Fury sold under 20% of the capacity for his debut at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, according to figures released by Nevada Athletic State Commission. Despite an announced attendance of 8,249 people during the September 14th event, it's since been revealed that Tyson Fury sold just 3,577 actual tickets for his bout with Otto Wallin. Big Otto! This is the guy who you said that Dillian Whyte is ducking. Big Otto, right? Fractionally, that's 17.89% of the total seats available. Complimentary tickets accounted for 3,898 tickets, 3,898 of the people in attendance. So complimentary tickets are free tickets they had to give away. That still falls short of 8,249 number at 7,047.75, right? So that's the official number. You see what I'm saying? Nevada Athletic Commission Chief Bob Bennett confirmed the gate receipts at less than $1 million, under $1 million. It was a similar story for Fury Las Vegas bout back in June. At that time, reports stated that 9,000 people were in attendance for his MGM Grand Apollo Creed takeover tour. But Fury actually took money for just under 5,500 tickets sold. On occasion, 1,100 were comps. The MGM Garden holds 17,000 people. So the MGM Garden in Vegas holds 17,000 people. Before Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury in America was selling 5,500 tickets and 3,000 tickets. Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz. Those are the numbers. That's not hate. That's not shade. Those are the numbers. So if Bob Arum brought Tyson Fury over here because he needed someone to sell, he hasn't been selling over here. The biggest numbers he's done is when he fought Deontay Wilder. That's facts. Whether you like Wilder or not, this is the truth. Now we know that Dillian Whyte beat. We know that Tyson Fury beat Wilder. That's facts. But we talking about from a ticket sales standpoint. Prior to Wilder, this guy couldn't sell. So he couldn't sell out a hot dog stand. After Wilder, him and Wilder did a lot good together. I'm anxious to back up Frank Warren's claim that Tyson Fury is this mega superstar. I want to see what his numbers look like next. Now, I don't care whether they sell 1 million pay-per-views or not. It doesn't make me never mind. I don't give a damn how much any of the fighters make. But when you make public statements saying something, you got to have the receipts to back it up. You know, to say some shit is one thing, but you got to have the receipts to back it up. So, Blues Boxing, what you say, fam? He said, but Wilder's from America and he can't sell out in his home country. Yeah, that is true. That is true. How many tickets were Wilder selling against Molina and Watson and Severn? He was not selling tickets at all. He wasn't selling good tickets at all. This is facts. Wilder was not a big megastar in America as well. So what I'm saying, Blues Boxing, is this. Wilder and Fury, the best thing that ever happened to them was each other. But when you tell me that Fury was this star, and this is why they brought him over here to sell tickets, I'm just showing you that no, he wasn't selling tickets prior to Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder wasn't selling tickets prior to Tyson Fury. So they both was good business to each other. But as it relates to Fury alone, he's not selling. He wasn't selling over here. But according to Dean Whyte, Dillian Whyte is selling in the UK. He's selling out the O2 Arena. He's selling pay-per-views. This is what they're saying, right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, I just don't see it. And I don't see it. Now, what they work out, what Frank Warren. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I want to open up these phone lines so we can talk. I want to talk. I want to open up these phone lines, but we got to get the likes. We need 48 more likes to get over 200 likes. I need 200 likes in order for me to open up the phone lines. So Wilder, this show isn't about Wilder, but Wilder Fury, the best thing that happened to them was they fought each other. I'm anxious to see. What this non-title fight is going to look like. If Fury can fight a non-title fight, which we know he did get permission. We know he did get permission from the WBC to do that. He's going to fight in the non-title fight. Oh yeah! Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rick. Shout out to the Queen Arlette as well, and everyone who I may have forgot. Oh yeah! Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan as well. Hope you're feeling better.
Okay.
I'm anxious to see. You know what? This might be a good thing. The more I think about it, the more it might be a good thing. This might be a good thing that Tyson Fury will be able to fight a non-title fight. You know, because this is a mandated fight, he's still going to have to fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is still going to have to fight him unless both of these guys or one of these guys decide we don't want to fight each other. But they're still going to have to fight each other, right? So that fight is going to happen. But I'm anxious to see if Tyson Fury was to fight a non-title fight, what would it do? What would it do? He can't fight a non-title fight over here in America. Because anybody outside of Deontay Wilder, no one is going to buy it outside of maybe the few core fans he have over here. There's a reason why when they had this fight with Wilder and Fury too, that Frank Warren and Bob Arum was depending on fans from the UK to travel to America. The reason why they was dependent on fans from the UK to travel to America is because Fury did not have the support and the fan base like that over here. You know what I mean? And this is why they wanted that fan base to come over here. I'm just telling you, dog, like, I understand what ESPN might have told you, Teddy Atlas, these other guys. I just don't see it. I'm not here to cap. I'm going to call it the way I see it. You know, it's simply not true. So I think the true test, though, would be, okay, if he doesn't fight Dillian Whyte next, let's see who Tyson Fury fights next in his own country, not America. Stay in your own country, Tyson, and fight over there in your own country and see what type of numbers you do. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Let's see what type of numbers he does. Because I don't believe nothing Frank Warren says. Just being honest with you. I hear that Frank Warren has some fanboys. I hear Frank Warren has fanboys. You know how we don't cap for no promoters. I hear Frank Warren got people capping for him online. I hear that. This is Frank Warren right here. Let's see what Frank Warren is talking about. Let's see. IFL interview. Frank Warren goes off on White situation 800 Jake Paul. Yeah, Frank Warren. We ain't got to hear fish eyes. Y'all familiar with who fish eyes is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I want to open up these phone lines and let everybody call in. So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn who do what. Do what Diddy, cat fight dog, rabbit hit frog, whatever you want to say. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. All I'm saying is it's not true that. And Bob Arum talked about how he lost money on Fury, but I don't give a damn about that. I haven't lost any money. But I did lose. I lost betting on Tyson. I lost betting against Tyson Fury twice. I betted against him on Wilder 1 and Wilder 2, and I wasn't gonna be fooled again. I bet it with Wilder. I bet it with Fury in the third fight, and I came up a little bit. I made a little change. You know what I mean? Misfit said neither one can sell in their own country, but at least Wilder wasn't banned from fighting in his own country. Why was Fury banned? I've been hearing a lot of things. Was it drugs or why was he banned? Fury already had a few tune-up fights against Wilder. Well, I would say this. I would say the second fight was a tune-up. The third fight was life and death. The third fight was life and death. You know, I would say that. The third fight is life and death. But is Dillian Whyte is Dean Whyte capping? Is Dillian Whyte selling in the UK and Tyson Fury can't sell in the UK? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Is Dillian Whyte, is Dean Whyte capping when he says that is Dean Whyte capping when he says that Dillian Whyte sells out the O2 Arena and he does good pay-per-view numbers. He only fights on pay-per-view over there. Is he capping? And when people say that Tyson Fury was not able to sell in his own country when Dean Whyte said that, and this is why he left the UK and came to America, is there some validity to that? And so I said, I want to see if he's hating. Let me see if he's hating, because there's a possibility that Dean Whyte could be hating. But then when I pull up the numbers of his fights when he fought Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin, we saw that between two fights, he sold less than 10,000 tickets. That was proof that didn't nobody know who he was. And they damn sure didn't know who Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz were, right? Now, I got to give the PBC credit, and I have to give Deontay Wilder credit with this. They did a very good job in marketing that fight with Fury and Wilder. The second fight was purely sold off of Wilder. Facts. The second fight with all of the shit with the to this day, Radio Raheem, my people, you're gonna sit here and you'll know what I'm talking about. You know my people, we've been fighting for 400 years.
You just sit here and you don't know what I'm talking about?
Remember that Wilder sold that second fight. Wilder did that. Wilder did. But I don't give a damn. Well, Wilder sold that second fight. Black History Month in Vegas. Bro, and yeah, Wilder sold that second fight. He had the whole Wakanda out there. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like. That's all. I want to see what it looks like. He said Dillian capping all the way. Let's see. He say it isn't a fact that Fury sells more because Fury has never had a UK pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't know if he had a UK pay-per-view or not, to be honest with you, brother. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking the brothers and sisters in the UK. Maybe you guys can help me with that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We need 27 more likes. 27 more likes so I can open up the phone lines. John B. Poetic, what you say, fam? Fury's not banned. He has to renew his boxing license. Is there a reason why he hasn't renewed his boxing license yet? I don't know. Because I've been hearing he's banned. You know, I've been hearing he's banned and stuff like that. And you know, he said White does good for a non-champion. No, he's the WBC interim champion. He is a champion. Interim champion is the next best thing to the main heavyweight champion. He is a champion. You know, he is a champion, bro. You know, I know you may not see it that way, but he is a champion, and I can show you. I had the receipts for that as well. Hold on, guys. Let me pull this up. So Dean, I wanted to see, was he just capping, right? Wanted to see was he just capping. But I showed you that, he wasn't selling over here in America. Hopefully he can get his license back. I don't know where he's going to fight next. If he has a non-title fight, that would tell us if old Fish Eyes is capping or not. He says Fury is big in the UK now due to his mental health, his book, and beating Wilder. Okay. So you might have a point, Blues Boxing. What's going to determine how big he is his next fight. If he has the non-title fight, because we can't gauge it by Dillian Whyte. Because, Dillian already does numbers by himself fighting these other guys. So, I don't, if he fights another fighter, that would tell us how big he is in his own country. You know what I mean? That would tell us that on Blues. But you might have a point. I would love to see that. Wizard Sleeve says the UK don't support pathological liars. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Thomas Jones said, Coach, you may need to bring out the commandments. Major Hey man, we need 21 more likes, man, for me to open up the phone lines. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. And if you're old to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Hey, this is Lil Green Eyes P saying he can't brainwash people with this BS mental health story. Yeah, a lot of people say that was some flim-flam. Mental health, playing the sympathy card. The people hate him because he's a gypsy, playing the race card. I heard a lot of stuff. They say Tyson Fury is playing the victim card with mental health to cover his drug addiction. And they're saying that he's playing the race card by saying because he's a gypsy, people are racist against. Yeah, so they're saying he's playing two cards, the victim card and the race card. Look like he learned from old Al Sharpton himself. Look like he learned from some of our race hustlers over here in America. The Umar Johnsons, the Al Sharptons, the Tariq Nasheeds, the Sinetta TVs, and Jason Blacks. It looked like he learned from some of those guys, some of the best, huh? He said, yes, Dillian sells well in the UK. He knows how to sell a fight. And believe it or not, he has a decent sized fan base. Now, I've been hearing that, though. I've been hearing that. Let's see. He said, Coach, we need the love commandments. Oh, y'all want the commandments, man. South Wales says that South Wales mate said that they classed Fury's 2 years out of the ring on coke and drink, has Fury 2-year ban. Fury also has problems with the BBB OC. Big man, what you say, fam? He say Fury profile is going up after Wilder fight, but he was small fish before that. Okay. Ryan, what you say, fam? He say Fury couldn't get a license. Tomorrow, think UK Boxing Board going to miss out on that payday. Okay. Let's see. I But I still gave him knockout of the year with Wilder. I gave him knockout of the year. I gave him that shit. Ryan says mental health could lead to drug addiction. Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Gilgore says Wilder plays the race card. Yeah, they did play the race card, but Fury plays the race card as well. If you can acknowledge that Wilder played the race card, you definitely got to acknowledge that Tyson Fury played the race card as well. Miss Fit, what you say? She said, why doesn't Fury renew his license? Why was it suspended in the first place? Okay. Let's see. This brother here says that Joe Park, you says hate they still I don't know what you're saying by that. Are they still having a pop at Fury? How many ass kicking does Wilderettes want Deontay to get? Yeah, I don't think nobody want to see that fight anymore. Nobody want to see that fight anymore. I know you're saying hate, but I'm just trying to get you to address. You know, it's easy to try to dismiss stuff as just being hate, but you know, we're talking about numbers, sales, you know, just actual facts. We need 19 more likes in order to open up the phone lines. I want to open up these phone lines for you guys. I really do. Let's see. Callum Smith KO of the year. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's your opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Will says, Coach Fury got a 2-year ban in 2016. He can apply for his license back. However, he could face an 8-year ban if he found guilty for lying to the investigation. So if his 2-year ban is up, can anyone tell me why he hasn't reapplied for his license to fight in the UK? This is his own country. Tyson Fury is not from America. He's from the UK. This is his country. I don't see Deontay Wilder running from America to go fight in Mexico. I don't see Deontay Wilder or Errol Spence or any American fighter. I don't even want to have to say any names. Any American fighter saying that, hey, you know, my country, you know, I don't like the way the media is treating me. I'm going to leave and go fight in another country. I'll never fight them. Like, I just never heard of this before. You know, back in the day, people had to fight in other countries because they was banned, suspended in their own country, like Ali and Jack Johnson and stuff like that. But in the modern era, I'm just trying to figure out, and you got to give me something other than the race card because he's a gypsy. The race is against gypsies, or you know, or the victim card. You got to give me something other than that. Kevin Kilgore said, you can have 5 white guys in Europe that have 5 different cultures. Exactly. You know, there's a difference. Let's see. Woo, we must have a lot of detractors in here, man. No one want to hit the like button. JB says, but America's where the money is at, coach. Anyone will benefit from going to America. Bad Brad says, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I want to open up these phone lines, so I want to talk to these guys. And as a matter of fact, I want to show you something else, though. Let me show you something else. This here is the rules this is what all the sanctioning bodies go by, right? This is the intern championship. Now, like this is, I know y'all saying this Wikipedia, no, but these are the actual intern rules of the intern championship, right? Dillian Whyte is an intern, WBC intern champion. This is why he pays sanctioning fees. If he wasn't a champion, he would not be paying sanctioning fees. The intern championship is an alternate title that is awarded by the sanctioning bodies, WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO, of professional boxing and in other combat sports such as kickboxing, professional wrestling, and mixed martial arts. Why am I reading this? I'm going to tell you. Occasionally, the champion in this division would be Tyson Fury. The champion of a particular weight division is temporarily unable to defend his championship because of medical, legal, or other reasons that are beyond the competitor's control, when this case occurs, two highly ranked contenders may fight for an interim championship of the same weight division, which is what Dillian Whyte and Oscar Rivas had to do in order for Dillian Whyte to become the WBC interim champion. And this is why he's paying sanctioning fees. Also, Devin Haney had to do the same thing against Zaur Abdulev, and this is how he became the interim champion, and he had to pay sanctioning fees to the Mauricio Sulaiman and WBC. And so this is what it says. It says that when this case occurs, two highly ranked contenders may fight in an interim championship of the same weight division, leading to two champions coexisting in the same weight division simultaneously. So this is proof that Dillian Whyte is a champion. This is proof that he is a champion. But let's continue. I want to go further just in case you don't understand. It says that once the original champion is able to return, in this case, that would be Tyson Fury, that would be anybody who is a champion, at the discretion of the sanctioning body or the promotion concerned, which that would be top rank, and that would be top rank in Queensberry, and the sanctioning body would be the WBC. They meaning the person who is the champion, which is Tyson Fury, they must defend their title against the interim champion. Who is the interim champion? Dillian Whyte, who will relinquish their interim title in order to fight for the full world title. So whenever Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte fights each other, Dillian Whyte will have to relinquish his interim title, and that title will be vacant because he is now fighting for the title once they get in the ring, of course. If the original champion cannot return, meaning Tyson Fury, if the original champion refuses to defend their title, Frank Warren and Bob Arum said that Tyson Fury, if he has to, he will drop the belt. That means they will refuse to defend the title. Or if he transfers to a different weight division, Tyson Fury won't be doing that no time soon, the interim champion, who is currently Dillian Whyte, is then promoted to full championship status. Now, the WBC, however, have begun awarding interim titles to the winners of final eliminator matches. This is what we had with Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. So according to the rules of the interim championship, if the fighter decides to drop the belt, refuses to fight whoever he wants to fight, he's supposed to get stripped. And that belt's supposed to go to the next guy in line, who is the interim title. Now, there is a possibility that the WBC may change the rules again. There's a possibility that the WBC may change the rules again. We have 200. Let's open up the phone lines. That's the magic number, 200. Phone lines are open. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. The phone lines are open. Call the old boy. Call me now. I want to hear from you. So, me being objective as possible, I do see that Dean Whyte, I understand that he's Dillian Whyte's friend or brother, whatever the case may be, but he is correct when he said that the reason why Tyson Fury left the UK because he couldn't sell out in the UK. I just dispelled of the myth that Fury was selling out over here in America. He clearly wasn't. Deontay Wilder wasn't either. But Deontay Wilder was selling more tickets than Tyson Fury. But he should have. No, he's from America. Tyson Fury wasn't, right? So the best thing that ever happened to Tyson Fury and Wilder was they fought each other from a financial standpoint. They made good money together, and I'm hearing that they may fight each other again for the 4th time. Why? I have no idea. Why? I have no idea. But if Tyson Fury fights this non-title fight, I'm anxious to see how many tickets he sells. Where would he fight at first? I can promise you, if he fight over here in America, he's going to do Odo Wallin and Tom Schwartz numbers. I can promise you that. Hell, I would love for him to come over here and fight over here again just to see what he can do on his own. If you have WhatsApp, you can call if you're from the UK. He say Fury did sell out London's York Hall. He fought Matthew Ellis. He fought Matthew Ellis, Alexander Salise in 2009, and Rich Power in 2010. York Hall, not the biggest venue, 600 capacity. but the venue was a sellout. Oh, okay. He sold out 600 people. Okay. Okay. He sold out 600. Okay. He said they really want to kill Wilder. They really want to kill Wilder if these have a Fury for. Yeah, I'm hearing. Yeah. This is what I'm hearing. Nick Rich, what she say? She said, Coach, some people in the chat are in need of you to say that Fury fight is the hottest selling ticket now. Fury sells 70, 80,000 venues. No. I can't cap. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, that's I'll be lying if I say that. He say right, just because of whites versus black. Are you talking about the Are you talking about the well, I don't know what you guys talking about. Blues Boxing says, does anyone bar Canelo do good numbers in America? Oh yeah, absolutely. Errol Spence do good numbers. Terrence Crawford do good numbers at venues. Hell, his last fight was a sellout in Las Vegas. I think in the same arena that Tyson Fury and Wilder sold for that. He do good numbers in Omaha, Nebraska. Errol Spence do good numbers in Dallas, Texas. He has like 40-something thousand people come out to see him in a football stadium. He did that. Errol Spence did do that. He didn't sell a venue out, but it's hard to sell out a football stadium unless you Canelo. It ain't but two people selling out football stadiums that I know of, and that's Anthony Joshua and Canelo. So it's hard to do that. But yeah. The Charlos, nah. Tank Davis does good numbers. He sell out in Atlanta. Tank Davis sell out in Atlanta. Ryan says, I love Bud, but his pay-per-view is awful. That is true. His pay-per-view numbers are awful. That is true. But he does sell out the venues. And I think that's what he was asking me about. The actual venues. He said, Coach, he wasn't well liked in the UK until Wilder fights. AJ was the blue-eyed boy in the UK. He says, the Charlos need the right dance partner to sell out. You know what? They only fight in Houston, Reese Mack. The Charlos only fight in Houston. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. 530-494-9636. If you want to call from the UK, call through WhatsApp. I speak to people from the UK all the time on WhatsApp. The phone lines are open. Oh, shout out to the Queen Deborah Booker. Hey, okay. What you say? She said that true. Hold on, guys. Phone lines are open. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, it's Peter Von Arx, Coach.
Peter Von Arx, what the league read? What you want to talk about?
Well, I was just perhaps you could clear something up for me. How in the world can the WBC elicit a non-title fight for Tyson Fury? That anybody that's in the top 15 would want a shot at the title. Anybody that's a fighter would want a shot at the title.
Yeah.
So how in the world are they going to fight somebody to fight Tyson Fury for no belt?
Peter, you've been watching boxing a long time, I would assume. But you remember back in the day, they used to have these non-title. Well, it's been so long. We're talking about maybe the 70s, the 60s. Of course, Sugar Ray Robinson days and stuff like that. But they don't even do that anymore. I haven't heard of it in the modern era.
I agree. So the only thing that I can think of is that Suleiman is irritated with Dillian Whyte's lawsuit,
right.
And he put forth 80-20, and right now they're negotiating. I'm optimistic, bro. Okay, I'm optimistic that they're going to get the fight made. I think it's going to be Whyte and Fury probably in March or maybe even February. Who knows? But I think they're going to get it done. Because I really don't understand this non-title fight thing. That's absurd. It defies logic.
Yeah, I mean,
people are crazy.
Peter Von Arx, thank you so much, brother, for calling in, man. You're right about that. I don't know. Retro Boxing and Documentaries, thank you so much, my brother, for clearing that up. he said that non-title fights were happening back in the 80s and early 90s. You know what? You're right. They did happen in the 80s. I didn't know that it carried on into the 90s though, Retro. I forgot all about the 80s. You're right about that. You're right about that. The 90s, I didn't know they were still carrying it on. But the fact of the matter is, let's say if it was the early 90s, it carried on. But listen, shout out to Peter Von Arts, man. Thank you, brother, for calling in.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Caller, what's your name? What you call? Hold on, caller. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? All right. Caller, call back. No one is saying anything. I can't hear anything. Can't hear anything. Yeah, so you know what, Blood? Thank you for educating me on that, bro. I didn't realize, damn, the early 90s? Damn, I didn't realize that. So basically, you know what, Blood? I wonder if they're gonna just start back doing that then. I wonder they're gonna start back. Hold on. Let's see what's up. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, it's Joey from Dublin.
Joey calling from Dublin. What the lick read, Joey? Talk to me.
How's it going? I was on with you yesterday. I was on with you last night.
Yes, sir.
Just a few points of contention with regards to Fury selling in America. It's not particularly anything you've said. It's more the live chat. Now, I have a bit of a problem with this because I rate kind of everyone in the top 5 of the heavyweights. I rate Wilder, AJ Fury, Whyte, Hrgovic. I rate all these people. Either Wilder or Fury did big numbers because the second fight did over 850 pay-per-view buys. The third fight did over 650 pay-per-view buys. And the first fight in the UK did over 425,000 buys at 4 a.m. So those are very, very good numbers. I mean, you were talking about Errol Spence, talking about all these people. They don't do numbers like that. So if Wilder is a bum and he can't sell, and Fury is a bum and he can't sell, how are they doing these types of numbers?
No, I never said that Wilder Fury was a bum though. Who are you addressing that to?
There's a guy in the chat, Wizard Sleeves. Apparently Fury's a bum. You know, Fury did 550,000 pay-per-view buys against Wladimir Klitschko. You know.
But some would argue what was he doing prior to Wladimir Klitschko? Because Wladimir Klitschko was doing those numbers on his own.
Yeah, absolutely was. That's a very good point. But Fury also headlined. He's headlined 23 shows. Whyte, how many? 6, I think. 6 shows he's headlined. I mean, Whyte's 1 year older than Fury. People need to realize this. Would Dillian Whyte have beaten Wladimir Klitschko in 2015? I mean, again, Whyte's 1 year older than Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I don't. Again, I mean, I can speculate and say that no, I think Wladimir Klitschko would win, just like I thought Wladimir Klitschko would probably beat Fury. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen a Tyson Fury fight. The only time prior to Wladimir Klitschko, I've never seen a Tyson Fury fight. I did not like Wladimir Klitschko. Hear me out. He had a boring style, and so when I did see the fight with Fury and Wladimir Klitschko, it was one of the worst title fights I've ever seen in my life from both men. I'm saying for me. You know what I mean?
Wladimir Klitschko, a lot of people used to call him, you know, he was a boring fighter. I mean, he fought in a very weak era, and he was a big, long man, and he long-armed a lot of people like Eddie Chambers, and he hid Kelvin Price. So he hid even David Hay. He kind of hid his chin and hid behind the jab, and it was very boring to watch. And Fury completely dismantled him in that fight, because if Klitschko had won that night, he would have beaten Joe Lewis's record, which was 25 title defenses. I mean, there was a lot on the line for that fight. It's probably the greatest win in British boxing history, because to dethrone a champion with over 25 defenses is a very special piece, especially on a weight soil.
Was there a reason why they didn't rematch? Why Fury didn't rematch him?
It's pretty well publicized, and like Fury is a little bit crazy. We all kind of know that he does suffer severely with mental health problems. That's why he contradicts himself all the time, in my opinion. But the important thing with that was he beat Klitschko. I mean, I honestly think Fury at 28 and Klitschko at 40, he would have stopped him probably in the rematch. I mean, Klitschko was on the slide. But if we go back to numbers and what Whyte has really done, Whyte Povetkin 2 did 200,000 buys. Whyte Chisora did about 300,000. I mean, these are good numbers, but Whyte has been on the slide massively since he fought Chisora. I mean, in terms of numbers, I mean,
so are you
progressively going down?
So you're saying all of that to say what? That what I'm trying to get to what
well, I think 75-25 would be a good kind of valuation of what Whyte's worth and what Whyte brings to the fight. Whyte's not unbeaten. He doesn't have any belts. He's not a big enough draw. I mean, I'm mystified as to why people think he's entitled to 10.
So Dillian Whyte is Tyson Fury is a bigger draw in the UK than Dillian Whyte?
Without question.
Okay.
You only have to look at Instagram followings, Facebook followings. I mean, Fury's wife has more followers on Instagram and Twitter than Whyte does.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, Joey. Hold on. Did you say?
You see what I mean, though? You see what I mean? I mean, it's not even close.
Did you say Instagram followers and Twitter followers? Joey, hey, thanks for calling in. Hey, thanks for calling in, bro.
Whyte, hang on. Whyte is not a big name. Whyte is not a big name. I mean, hardcores like Whyte.
Oh, my brother.
The casual market does not know who Dillian Whyte is. I live in Dublin. I could walk down the road and I could ask 10 people, walk into a restaurant, I could say, who is Dillian Whyte?
Hey, if
one person out of 10 knew who he was, I'd be mystified.
All right, so we got to wrap this up. So basically what you're saying is Tyson Fury is a bigger draw in the UK than Dillian Whyte. He's been selling out arenas. Dillian Whyte really hasn't. He does good numbers. This is what he does better numbers in the UK than Dillian Whyte. This is what you're saying, right? Selling out venues and stuff like that.
But you have to remember, all of Fury's fights have been on the road. All of his big fights have been on the road.
No, but
he hasn't fought in the UK in a big fight.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is he a bigger draw in the UK than Dillian Whyte? Is just yes or no, sir?
I would say he's 3 times the draw that Dillian Whyte is in the UK. And I think analytics would back that up.
And that's
Fury does bigger numbers. Fury does bigger numbers at 4 a.m. than Whyte does at 10 p.m.
No, and that's based on what? What venues has he sold out in the UK?
Well, he sold out the O2. He sold out Windsor Park. He sold out the Manchester Arena a few times. Sold out the Copper Box. But Fury, you got to remember as well, Fury didn't fight in the UK.
Okay.
2016, 17, 18, 19. He hasn't fought yet.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine. I got you. All right. So, listen, Joey, thank you so much for calling in, sir. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Shout out to Joey calling from Dublin, Ireland. All right, Dublin has spoke. Joey from Dublin, Ireland called in. What's going on, man? Any Dillian Whyte fans want to call in? They say Joey says that. Hold on, what this is going to be? Hold on, guys. Let's see, man. Oh no, you guys make me want to. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, this is Ron. Calling from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Ron calling from Cincinnati, Ohio. Ron, what's going on, fam, man? What the lead read, bro?
I just want to say, I think that the best fight to make is the Joshua versus Fury fight. But, Fury got to beat Usyk and all that. But I think Joshua is the only person that can bring the bass up for Fury. I mean, I don't think nobody's going to buy the Dillian Whyte. I don't think nobody believes that Usyk really is going to put up any kind of fight against Fury either. What you think?
No, this is what I want to ask you. Hold on. Yeah. We know. Yeah, of course we want to see you know, the Joshua. I totally agree with that. But I don't want to get off topic. So the brother, you from America, I'm from America, right? And there's this rumor that's going around for Frank Warren, of course, this Tyson Fury's promoter, you know, saying that, you know, Tyson Fury is this big megastar in America. And I'm like, okay, I'm down here in Florida. I don't know nothing about no big megastar. And I don't know, do you know anything about it? And just asking from what, you know, do you know anything about it?
Nah. I mean,
you know, so that's all I'm saying. Now the brother called from Dublin, Ireland. Now I'm not from the UK. You're not from the UK, so I don't know. I have to, but I'm going to look at these numbers now. You know, he's saying that Tyson Fury is selling out arenas over there. I've never heard of him selling out an arena until the brother came on and said this. I want to find the receipts on that. We know that after the Wilder Fury fight, both of their profiles got bigger. I want to see how big his profile is now once he has another fight in his own country. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. In his own country, we'll see if he have a non-title fight. The reason why I'm specifying that, Ron, is this. If he fights Dillian Whyte does good numbers in the UK. I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact he does. But if, you know, when you have these big fights, it's all about your dance partner. But if Fury fights let's say he fights King Kong Ortiz, or fight an Otto Wallin too, the rematch, or Dominique Brazil, I'm anxious to see, will he do big numbers in the UK without fighting Dillian Whyte? That's what I'm anxious to see right now. So, what do you think that he can do that outside of Deontay Wilder? Because, you know, him and Wilder did good business together. So I just want to see, will he be able to do those numbers outside of Wilder, outside of Dillian Whyte, outside of Wladimir Klitschko? Will he be able to do those numbers? We saw what he did with Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz in America. It did terrible. So that's, you know, that's what I'm saying. So what do you think about that?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't. I think the only reason Tyson Fury did the numbers that he did when he came over here is because people wanted to see Deontay Wilder lose.
Yeah.
I don't think his fan base is that big. You know, he had all the drug problems and all that, and then he took a break and came back.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. The best fight I see for him is Joshua, then Usyk. I don't think the Dillian Whyte fight is going to do anything as far as numbers, like pay-per-view guys.
Okay. But do you think it'll sell out the venue? Because, you know, Dillian Whyte will sell out his venues without Fury, from what I've learned. He's done that.
So we talking about them fighting over there in the UK, though, right?
Yeah, in the UK. Not in America. No, not in America. Oh, in the UK.
I think they'll sell out in the UK because of Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that.
That's the thing at hand right there.
A lot of people saying that. Hey, but Ron, thank you so much, my brother, man, for calling in. We'll see what happened, man, with the Joshua and Usyk rematch, and depending on what happens with that, we'll see what goes on in the heavyweight division, man. The only thing we got right now, bro, we got Trevor Bryan over here, and that's it. Whatever that's worth.
Yeah, we suffering right now.
All right, shout out to Ron, man, calling from Ohio, man. Salute, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, bro. Dog, all we got is Trevor Bryan right now, dog. We got one more bullet left in that rest ass 38, boy. That's all we got. We got Trevor Bryan. We got to hold on to Trevor Bryan now. You know what I mean? But damn, he said Tyson Fury outsells Dillian Whyte triple time. Bro, like, is there any facts to this? Hold on, let me shout out to my Muhammad.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Shout out to Muhammad. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Smile back if you're ugly. He says, Muhammad says, he said only Canelo does bigger numbers than Fury. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. Anthony Joshua. It's not true. Now you can't forget about Anthony Joshua. You talking about in America? If you're talking about in America, shit. Outside of Wilder, nah, bro. Hold on. Wait, hold on. He says only. What that super chat at? Muhammad, if you're talking about outside of Wilder in America, no, hell no. It's not true. Only Canelo does bigger numbers than Fury. If you're talking about in America, no, brother. No. It's some welterweights. It's some welterweights that no, that's not true. That's not true. Because I showed you, listen, if you're talking about America, if you're talking about America, and Anthony Joshua sold out Madison Square Garden. They said, well, the fans came from the UK. Well, they came. They came. You know what I mean? If you're talking about America, my brother, I don't know if you're talking about America. The Otto Wallin fight had a capacity of 20,000. And he only sold 3,898 tickets. And they gave away the fight sold 3,577 tickets. And they gave away another 3,900 tickets. This is before Wilder in America, if you're talking about America. Like, I'm just like, these are the numbers, bro. These are the numbers. Hell, when he fought Tom Schwartz, he sold 3,500 tickets. So, I mean, I don't, he started selling when he hooked up with Deontay Wilder. In America, if you're talking about America. Wilder started selling when he hooked up with Tyson Fury. Because Wilder wasn't a draw, Tyson Fury wasn't a draw. So if you're talking about America, my brother, and now we got to see what he does after Wilder and see what Wilder does after Fury. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Malik, calling from Detroit, Michigan.
Malik, where you calling from, fam? Oh, let me. Somebody.
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan. D-Town in the house, man. Malik, what's going on, my brother? What's going on, my brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I'm good. How are you?
What's good? What you want to talk about, fam?
What you're talking about right now.
Yeah, so I'm saying, what do you think? Do you think that we looked at the numbers that Tyson Fury was able to sell in America prior to Deontay Wilder? We saw what he did during
prior to Deontay Wilder. That's not true. Like when he started fighting Deontay Wilder, he gained popularity because he said he was gonna knock him out. And after the second fight, when he knocked him out and won the WBC belt, everybody was like, this guy's the man of his word. That's when he really started getting his popularity. And now, like, if you looked at it, in his trilogy fight, he had all the celebrities rooting for him instead of Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
So I think he gained a lot of popularity from it.
Okay. So you make a valid point there. Tyson Fury is more popular now than he's ever been. Now, the only way. Now, let me ask you a question. How do we gauge the popularity? We don't gauge it by. We're not going to gauge it by social media followers or none of that. We're going to gauge the popularity by what does his next fight do? Would you say that's a fair barometer to gauge?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the only way we're going to know how big and popular that he is after Wilder, he's going to have to fight someone else outside of Wilder. We'll see.
Yeah.
So which fighter?
That's right.
So which fighter would you like for him to fight next? Let's say he doesn't fight Dillian Whyte. If he doesn't fight Dillian Whyte, he's going to fight in the UK, hopefully.
If he doesn't fight Dillian Whyte, I would say fight Usyk, but obviously that's not possible.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Usyk is off the table.
Yeah. So I mean, I would love to see him fight against Andy Ruiz or Joseph Parker. I mean, which I think might be in talks.
So you think that if because Tyson Fury now profile is through the roof, if he can fight Andy Ruiz, fight him in the UK, I can tell you now, if he fight Andy Ruiz in America, they ain't gonna do shit. I can tell you that right now, it won't do shit over here. He's gonna have to take it overseas. So you're saying that if he fight in the UK, go ahead.
So if he fights Andy Ruiz, I think it would make more sense to fight in Las Vegas because you got that Hispanic population for Andy Ruiz down in the South. And then also people will definitely, in the UK, people definitely want to see Fury in the ring, no matter who he's with now, more than before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's hard to say right now until he really fights.
Yeah, until he fights somebody. We're just speculating right now. We don't have any proof or facts of any of this stuff. I could just show you what was done prior to Wilder, during Wilder, and now we want to see what he does post Wilder because I'm hearing a lot of different things, and the only way we're going to know unless he gets in the ring. But let me ask you a question before we get off the phone. You're a Tyson Fury fan, right?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I'm saying, are you a Tyson Fury fan?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I really became a fan after that second fight.
Okay, so you became a fan after the second fight. It won't be fair for me to ask you this question. I should have asked the other guy this. I was going to ask you about. We know that the WBC is pretty much shafting Dillian Whyte, treating him how they want to treat him. That has nothing to do with Tyson Fury. But what I was going to ask you was, do you feel that Tyson Fury is being mistreated in any kind of way, or he left his country, he came to America? Do you feel that in any kind of way that there's any slight against him? He's being oppressed or picked on, talked about, whatever. People don't want to buy his tickets prior to Wilder. How do you feel? How do you feel about all the stuff going on with Tyson Fury?
Absolutely not. I think first of all, I think he's really happy with WBC and Mauricio Suleiman. I mean, you can see him talk about it all the time. But the split is not under his control. Really, that's got to go with arbitrations and whatever they promise. I don't think he really wants to get involved with that.
That's true. That's true.
But other than that, I don't think so. I mean, I think he gained a lot of respect and a lot of. I mean, I commend him after that third fight. Both of them, not just him and Wilder. After the beating that they took, they gave each other. I think they just gained respect in every perspective. And
okay,
yeah, that's it.
All right, man. All right, Malik. So we'll see exactly what it does. I'm anxious to see if he doesn't fight Dillian Whyte, what is his numbers are going to be like. That's going to tell everything. Because it's one thing to say something. It's one thing to say something, but that's going to tell it all. So thanks so much for calling in, brother. Thanks so much for calling.
All right.
All right, guys. So, I have receipts showing that Dillian Whyte does do damn good numbers in the UK. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to have to do my homework and dig up the receipts to see exactly what type of superstar Tyson Fury was prior to Wladimir Klitschko, during Wladimir Klitschko, and after. We know what happened after Wladimir Klitschko, so we know about that. I think he had a couple. Wait a minute, he had a couple of fights. Wait a minute, wait. Didn't he have a couple of fights? Oh, he didn't fight in the UK. Did he have a couple of fights in the UK? Hold on, guys. Before I move on, let's see. Hold on. Did he have a couple of fights in the UK? Bear with me. Well, he fought Sefer Safari. He fought Sefer Safari. Was that in the UK? He fought Sefer Safari. Was that in the UK? Let's see. Hold on. Where did he fight Sefer Safari at, guys? As a matter of fact, let me see something. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I want to pull this up. I'm going to look in the chat in a minute. Bear with me one moment. Because I think when he came back, he had a couple of fights overseas. Because I remember Wilder catching the plane coming over there to promote their upcoming fight. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Vico calling from Chicago.
Vito calling from Chicago. What the link read, fam?
Not much, man. Now I just want to talk to you about that live stream that you did yesterday.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
When you showed that video Arum Spence and Yellow Bees, y'all hugged up.
Yes, sir.
And when you were talking about the LDBC,
yes,
and then
sir.
you saw that video,
yes,
like
sir.
I'm doing that yoga stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to let you know, man, that shit was funny as hell to me, man. I saw that today, man, and that shit just had me on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to say this to you. I fuck with the LDBC. I'm not an LDBC member, but I do listen to their podcast.
Yeah.
And if Terrence Crawford and Arum Spence do fight, I'm going with Arum Spence.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I ain't no fanboy. Yeah, ain't no fanboy nobody. So I just want to let you know, man, that shit was funny as hell to me, man. That's all I want to share.
Yeah, I got a couple of dudes from the LDBC I rock with, man. I got a couple of them. When I talk about them, I'm not talking about everybody in the LDBC. They know who I'm talking about. It's just the guys. I'm not talking about everybody in the LDBC. It's just a select few, the leaders of them. But I appreciate you, man. Liking the content. I appreciate that, fam. Shout out to Fido from Chicago, from the Chi. Be safe out there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. But hold on, let's see right here. I want to see. Before Wilder, he fought Odo Wallin. We know what that did. Tom Sports, we know what that did. Deontay Wilder. Francesca Pineta. That was in Ireland. Oh, that was in Belfast, Ireland. Okay, Ireland is not the UK. Okay. Yeah, Ireland is not the UK. So that was in Ireland. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Hawk calling from Maryland.
Hawk, what the league read, baby?
Ain't too much. You know, I'm an old head, man. So I was watching Fury back then, back a few years back, man. You know, Fury fought Del Boy twice.
Okay. Yeah, I know
he
that.
fought him twice.
Yeah, I know that. I know he fought Del Boy
Okay.
twice. Yeah, I know he fought Del Boy twice.
Yeah. He fought him twice. So go ahead.
No, I was looking at the 02, so 2015. I think I'm looking at when he
and that stuff he got caught with. Go ahead. It was called Nandrolone.
Nandrolone? Okay, Nandrolone. Okay.
He got caught with Nandrolone in his system. He said he got it from some bad boar meat he got from a farmer.
Okay.
And that's why he had that whole thing with that happen. But I'm with you, man. I don't think he had no real pop. Well, he didn't have real popularity because Tyson Fury would not be a dependable opponent. A lot of fights would come up and he wouldn't show up, or he'd cancel 2 weeks before.
Right.
So that was a lot of So that was a lot of that took a lot of hits on him being popular, because a lot of fights he just wouldn't. You know, it'd be 2 weeks before the fight, and he would call the fight off. I think
what it is too, Hawk, is I think because of Tyson Fury reputation of being a liar, a lot of people don't like that. You know, like they don't. Man, this dude's a liar. He admits to it. He says, you know, you just never know with me if I'm lying or when I'm lying or telling the truth. Because when I'm lying, people think I'm telling the truth. When I tell the truth, people think I'm lying. And he said this, so I think that turned a lot of people off. You from America, you know, when he came over here, didn't nobody really know who Tyson Fury was. It wasn't no red carpet rolled out for him with the fans. Nope. ESPN rolled the red carpet out for him because of their connection with Top Rank from a business standpoint. But
when he first came, he didn't come with CNN. Remember, Wilder brought him over here.
Yeah, Wilder
first was CBC that got him over here that first time.
He was just, that first fight. He was just with Frank. He was just with Frank Warren, old Fish Eyes. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
he didn't get with ESPN.
They got involved on part 2.
Right. He didn't get with ESPN until I think him and Wilder had a rematch or something. Rematch calls. And then Tyson Fury. He went.
Because they had a draw, it kind of made everything non-void. So that's when they made the other 2 fights. Time for the other 2 fights because they had a draw. Nobody won. So you couldn't make somebody do it. Right, so they just agreed to do the rematches and stuff like that. But after that fight was a draw, you know, it was all bets off. And then, you know, they made so much money. I guess that's why he did it again.
They did it again.
But that's my call.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to Hulk, man. Shout out to Hulk. Yeah, shout out to Hulk for calling in from Maryland, man. My brother, man. Yeah, so for what I'm seeing here, guys, when he came back after Wladimir Klitschko, after he came back being on drugs and popping dirty and stuff like that, and suffering from mental health, he came back in 2018. Sefer Safari. I don't know what though. He fought in. Wait a minute. He fought in England right here. And listen, right here, guys. He fought in Manchester, England, right here. If he don't have a license to fight in the UK, how did he fight? He had to get a license to fight in England, right? I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, he fought right here. He fought Sefer Safari in Manchester, England. So apparently he has a he has to have a license in the UK. He has to have a license in the UK. Akon, he says, salute family, Coach Malachi. Yeah, man, salute to you, bro. He has to have a license in the UK. He fought Sefer Safari. What did those numbers do? I wonder, what did anybody know what those numbers do? He fought in the Manchester Arena. I don't even know what does the Manchester Arena hold? What the Manchester Arena hold? Let's see. It's the O2 Arena. Let's see. What did it hold? Oh, 21,000. It holds 21,000. I don't know if it's going to tell me how many people was here or not, but oh, it just oh no, okay, they're just telling me. Oh, so the O2 Arena holds 21,000. Did that sell out? Yeah, he said, didn't Fury lose his license in the UK? Yeah, but 2018 he fought Sefer Safari here. He said, oh, y'all in the chat from the UK, and we can't get the truth. Hey, Bless, I gotta do my own. Hey, Bless, shout out to the Queen, Bless. Hey, okay. I gotta do my own research on this now. Now I gotta go do my own research on it. It just, he says, Paul said that's the O2. Yeah, it said that. It said that's the O2. This is the O2. It said it right here. Known as the O2 Arena. Known as the AO Arena. Sorry about that. The AO Arena. I'm talking about O2 Arena. Sorry about that, guys. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about the O2 Arena, but known as the AO Arena. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, but 21,000. 21,000. I don't know what the Sefer Safari. Anyone know what the Sefer Safari numbers were? Yeah, that was in 2018 though. And did he get his license suspended after 2018? Did he get his license suspended after 2018? I'm gonna look and see. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Giovanni, man, calling out Sacramento. How's my background noise? Because I'm driving in the rig. I want to make sure it's not too loud for you.
Yeah, Giovanni, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man, I can hear you good.
All right. Not much, man. Just, I mean, first of all, I just want to say, like, this 80-20 split, like, I'm kind of confused on that. Like, I know Tyson is, honestly, like, even in my eyes, he's the bigger star, but 80-20 split, like, and that's what needs to be done. It sounds crazy to me. Those numbers sound like, way too much in Tyson's favor. But I also wanted to say that I'm curious to see, honestly, what this Ruiz and Tyson would do, just for the fact that, like you said, we don't know what Tyson will do without Fury. I mean, without Wilder.
Without Wilder, yeah.
But I mean, the numbers with Areola, when you think about the fact that it was COVID, they still did about 4,000 in attendance, 150,000 in pay-per-view buys, and that's after a loss with Joshua, and nobody really wanted to see that fight. I mean, let's be real. It ended up being a difficult fight for Ruiz. Ended up being a good fight, but nobody wanted to see that. Everybody thought it was going to be an easy fight for Ruiz, and it's still like I personally think those numbers weren't too bad. I mean, and then you mix that with Fury. I'm just curious to see what that does, But at the same time, if they end up doing that and they only does 300,000 pay-per-views or something, then that's kind of like who's even bringing in the numbers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get it. This is what I'm saying. Like, the only way we're really going to know what if this is what Frank Warren is talking about, or what Dean Whyte is talking about, that Tyson Fury can't sell in the UK, and we can look at it and see what he sold. I'm looking this stuff up right now. And if he's this bigger star, let's see what he does now. So and that's where I'm at with it. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, thank you so much, Giovanni, for calling, man. You say you're from Stockton, right?
I'm calling from Sacramento, yeah.
Of Sacktown. You calling from Sacktown. Sacktown in the building, man. Shout out to Giovanni calling from Sacktown, man. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to Giovanni calling from Sacktown. Apparently says 15,000 sold. Okay, so he did 15,000 with Sefer Safari. Okay. Okay. Was that the dude he kissed in the mouth? Sefer Safari, was that the dude he kissed in the mouth? He said Fury chose not to renew the license as he felt disrespected with the board meat farmer shenanigans. People ran with this LDBC claiming he was banned. Oh, okay. Okay. G-Man, so yeah, because I'm seeing right here, right? You see what I'm saying, G-Man? Like, he fought in 2018. Now, this is after Wladimir Klitschko. After Wladimir Klitschko, his first fight, after Wladimir Klitschko, his first fight was in the UK. After Wladimir Klitschko, his first fight was in the UK. So yeah, so I don't know the validity that he doesn't have a license. I don't know that because he just fought in 2018, unless something happened after that I'm not aware of. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Muhammad. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Wilder has no pay-per-views before Fury. Wilder had no pull. I mean, Wilder did a little something pay-per-view wise, but Fury had nothing either. You know, that's not even the argument. That's not even the argument. Wilder and Fury needed each other. You see what I'm saying? Neither one of them was able to do anything without each other, to be honest. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It wasn't like Fury was body bagging, you know, was breaking records at the gate his damn self, you know? Just being honest. He said, hey, coach, it says on Google that apparently he sold 15,000 tickets. The ticket started at 40 pounds. Calculate that, and it comes to 600,000 pounds of ticket sales. Wow, okay. Okay. He said 2.5 year gap between Klitschko for self-fair. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it is after. You know what I mean? Because it's always what you say on Misfits. You say he was stripped of his title. He was stripped of his title on February 2018. No, but listen, but Misfit, not 2018. Because he fought Sefer Safari in June 2018. I think he got a license. Oh, he said show the proof. Oh, here you go right here, brother. He said show the proof. Here you go right here. Here go. What he say? He said show me the proof. Okay, cool. I got you. I got some proof right here. This is Tyson Fury when he came to America. This is he said show me the proof. Odo Wallin. Let's go right here, brother. Let's go right here. This is when he coming to America, right? He fought Tom Schwartz and he fought Odo Wallin. Big Odo, right? He wasn't selling shit. But you want the proof, I'll show it to you. This is it right here, my brother. Let's see. That's Big Odo. He fought Odo Wallin September 25th, 2019, as you can see. It says Tyson Fury sold under 20% of the capacity for his debut at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. According to the figures released by the Nevada Athletic State Commission, Nevada State Athletic Commission, despite an announced attendance of 8,249 people during the September 14th event, it's since been revealed that Fury sold just 3,577 actual tickets for his bout with Odo Wallin. Prior to Wilder, he wasn't doing shit. He wasn't doing shit, brother. I understand. I know it's hard, but this is it. And then they gave out complimentary tickets of almost 4,000. This is the Odo Wallin. This is before Wilder. Wilder wasn't, Wilder sold better than this. He sold better than this. This is when Wilder was arguing with Fury, arguing about purse splits in 2019, prior to their February bout. He talked about Fury's last two bouts against Odo Wallin and Tom Schwartz, drawing less than 10,000 10,000 ticket sales. He sold 3,500 against Otto Wallin, and then against Tom Schwartz, he sold 3,500 tickets. Wait, no, that's Otto Wallin, and it also talks about. Let me get to Tom Schwartz numbers. Him and Tom Schwartz did 10,000, less than 10,000 combined. So I mean, brother, I mean, like as a matter of fact, like they, I'm telling you, he wasn't doing shit over here, bro. He wasn't doing shit. I know, I get it. He wasn't doing shit, bro. Fury and Wilder was the best thing that ever happened to each other. Now, I'm gonna do some more research on this. What we're gonna see. The only way we're gonna know, guys, what type of popularity, what type of star power. I want to see what Tyson Fury does in his own country, in front of his own people, in the UK, fighting at the football stadiums that Anthony Joshua fights in, fighting in an arena without. If he doesn't listen, he's not going to fight Dillian Whyte in March, according to the WBC has given him permission to fight a non-title fight. So let's see. That'll settle it. That'll settle everything. Me personally, I do want to see him and Dillian Whyte fight each other. I do. I really do. You see what I'm saying? But hey, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But the brother said that what the dude from Ireland called, he said Tyson Fury, he outsells Dillian Whyte by far. He does better pay-per-views. He does all of this stuff. And I'm just like, well, bro, like, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know what the pay-per-view numbers was for Sefa Safari or none of that. But guess what? I'll find it. I'll get that information. I will get that information. Richard Dixon says he didn't leave the UK because he couldn't sell tickets after Klitschko. He left due to license, pending investigations, etc. But he retired. Controversy. Okay. Controversy. He said that Otto Wallin fight was after Wilder's first fight. Exactly. This is the crazy part about it. The Otto Wallin fight, you hit the nail right on the head, brother. The Otto Wallin fight and the Tom Schwartz fight was after the Wilder fight. So when he fought Wilder, they sold over 10,000 at the Staples Center. They did 300,000 pay-per-view buys. And then after Wilder, the first fight, he sold 3,477 tickets with Tom Schwartz. And then he sold like 3,500 or 3,600 tickets with Otto Wallin after Wilder, the first fight. So his popularity didn't, after he fought Wilder to a draw, and he got up from miraculously got up from the like the Undertaker when Wilder dropped him and knocked him down. That fight, how climactic that fight was, and how and how ESPN. See, I think ESPN is fooling a lot of people. You know how they kept talking about it, and it was all over the sports world and stuff like that. Right after he got off the canvas fighting Deontay Wilder to a draw, and he got all of this fame and notoriety from the press. He fought Tom Schwartz, Otto Wallin, and he was doing 3,000 tickets. He was doing 3,500 sales. So that popularity that ESPN was spitting did not translate or transfer over to the fans in America the way they said, we got to see him fight. It didn't happen, brother. It didn't happen. So now we want to see what happens after. Now we want to see what happens after those two fights. That's all. We want to see what happens after those two fights. Dillian Whyte is doing his thing in the UK. Now the Joey from Dublin said that Dillian Whyte ain't selling shit, and Tyson Fury is busting his ass in the UK. That's an easy one to debunk. That's very easy for me to debunk right there. That's very, very easy for me to debunk, and I will. But we'll see. We'll see what these next fights are going to be. You got to have the right dance partner. And I can tell you, if he don't pick the right dance, if he pick Andrew Ruiz, he want to fight in Vegas, okay, he can fight Andrew Ruiz in Vegas. I don't know how that's going to look. Andrew Ruiz does have a Mexican fan base, but Andrew Ruiz, his last fight with Chris. Listen, Andrew Ruiz fought Chris Arreola. 2 Mexican guys fighting each other, and their pay-per-view sales in the venue sales at the venue did terrible. They did like 100,000, 140,000 pay-per-view buys. All Mexican heavyweight card. Guess what? The Mexican people did not support it. Didn't support it. So you got to have the right dance partner, dog. Now, remember we was talking about this guy that they call the boogeyman of the division. He say Fury is a big name here in the UK, especially since his comeback. But the only way we're going to know how big he is, those ticket sales is going to tell us everything. You get what I'm saying, TG? The ticket sales tells you how big you are. The dude Joey said that. Hold on, let's start right. Joey said that Tyson Fury is bigger than Dillian Whyte because he have more Twitter followers and he have more Instagram followers. Shout out to Joey from Dublin, man. To this day. Shout out to Joey from Dublin, man. Yeah. Joey said that he has more Twitter followers and Instagram followers than Dillian Whyte, and this is proof that he's bigger. He's more. Shout out to Joey, man. I got damn Joey. Joey, boy. Oh, bro. I was at a loss for words, bro. I was speechless when he said that. I didn't know what to say. Caller, what's the name? Where you calling from?
I'm good, Coach. This guy from Florida.
Derek, what's going on, fam? Talk to me. What you want to talk about?
Hey, man, we need a cam man back, man. 2022, man. We need a cam man back.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Hey, that's all I got to say, Coach, man.
All right, man. Shout out to Derek, man. Yeah, we got to get the cam man back.
All right.
Shout out to Derek. All right. Yeah, man. So again, Jeff Luciano, what you say, fam? He say the ticket sales argument reminds me of Haney saying I got more followers on social media. Yeah, I mean, it's very similar. It is very similar, but this is the thing, though. The ticket sales argument is brought up because this is the barometer that Bob Arum and Fish Eyes are using to listen, no one wouldn't even be talking about ticket sales unless the promoters brought it up. They brought it up saying that, hey, 80-20 split. I ain't tripping on none of that shit. 80-20 split, let them work that shit out. That's just semantics and money. I just want to see the fight. But the promoters brought it up. And, it's a possibility they're trying to lowball Dillian Whyte. That's a possibility, more than likely. I mean, if it was me, I know I would. Shit. Why would I pay somebody more money? If I can pay them less money, I would. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I mean? If I can pay them less money, I would. But you know what? No, I wouldn't say that. I'm a fair person. I like to be fair to people. But I let them work that shit out. That ain't my job to be no fan of Jeff promoter. Now, remember we were talking about this guy right here. This guy's supposed to be the boogeyman of the division. Remember these as a matter of fact, let me send the word out. Let me send the word out right quick. See, can we find out these pay-per-view numbers? Hold on, one main man. Where you at? Hold on. We got to get these pay-per-view numbers. That's I'm seeking to put the word in. Hold on. We're going to get these pay-per-view numbers. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I'm doing it right now. Here you go, right here, guys. Hold on, Ortiz versus Martin. Here we go. All right, here we go. Send the word out right quick, guys. I need to get some numbers. Now, let's go here. Remember they were saying this guy right here was the boogeyman of the division. Remember after he knocked out Charles Martin, after getting dropped twice in the fight, This guy right here, King Kong Ortiz, the boogeyman. His fans say he's the boogeyman. They say he is the most feared heavyweight in the history of the heavyweight division. Everybody's ducking and dodging him. AJ is ducking him. Dillian Whyte is ducking him. Joe Joyce is ducking him. Godzilla's ducking him. King Kong, even though he's King Kong, they say everybody ducking him, right? That's what they say. And we know this came from the PBC. This is PBC propaganda. Michael Benson said that the IBF has officially sent letters to Philip Ergovich versus Luis Ortiz, asking if the heavyweights want to participate in a final eliminator to determine Alexander Usyk's who will be Alexander Usyk's next IBF mandatory challenger. Both fighters given 3 days to decide. Ergovich has already accepted. Let's continue though. Ergovich has accepted, right? Okay, let's see what we got now. All right, let's go right here. Per Saunders, let's go over here. Per Saunders, it says that Luis Ortiz has rejected the IBF final eliminator versus Philip Ergovich. Next in rankings to be offered bout is Joe Boxer Parker. So Joe Parker he's the next one in line to fight to see can he become the IBF heavyweight champion, who has until Friday to decide. If he doesn't take the fight, if Joseph Parker turns down the fight with Ergovich, you know what I mean? Then the IBF will continue down the rankings. If you want to box for the IBF title, you have to go through Ergovich. So for all of you guys, Alphabet Boys supporters, oh my God. Woo! You guys said that this guy right here, King Kong, the boogeyman of the division, wants all the smoke. Everybody is ducking this guy. Apparently, to this particular tweet article, Ortiz is ducking Ergovich. I asked the question, how can you be the boogeyman when you ducking? You ducking and dodging, shucking and jiving. This is what's going on. I don't want to hear nothing about King Kong Ortiz being the boogeyman of the heavyweight division when he is ducking. This boy right here want all the smoke. This dude over here don't want no smoke. He's ducking. We know he's 52 years old, but you guys said that he was the boogeyman. He's ducking. He's ducking and dodging. He don't duck several. This is not the only fighter that he ducked. That's all I'm saying, right? Let's go over here and see what's up. This dude ducking and dodging. This dude is ducking and dodging. This dude here is ducking and dodging. Let's continue. Let's see what this dude got here, man. Let's see. Sutherland. Yeah, man, this is Sutherland. Sutherland, they put this out. Ortiz don't want no smoke. I don't want to hear nothing about Ortiz being the boogeyman, guys. We don't want to hear no boogeyman talk anymore. Luis Ortiz, this is on the boxing scene. Let's continue. Luis Ortiz declines invitation for IBF eliminator. Ergovich awaits the next ordered opponent. I don't want to hear this shit. Where these King Kong Ortiz fans at? Where they at? Let's see. Boxing scene says Luis Ortiz injured, declines invitation for IBF eliminator. Ergovich awaits next ordered opponent. Oh, he playing the injured role now, huh? Philip Ergovich has once again reached a familiar ground. Efforts to stage a final eliminator for the unbeaten Croatian will proceed to the next available ranked contender, determine the mandatory challenger for the IBF heavyweight title. As previously reported by the boxing scene, an invitation was submitted by the sanctioning body to Ergovich and Luis Ortiz. The latter declined according to Ergovich's team. Luis Ortiz says it appears that Luis Ortiz just withdrew. Ergovich co-promoter from boxing informed boxing scene on Tuesday. If he was injured, he could have said, let me take the fight, but I'm injured. We can take it at a later date. Let me take the fight now, and let's schedule the fight for like maybe June or something like that, and that would give me time to, heal from my injuries. The nigga ducked. Shout out to Mr. Calderon for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Luis Duck, yes, wow, that guy, the boogeyman. You can't be the boogeyman You can't be the boogeyman and duck it. You cannot be the boogeyman and ducking. As a matter of fact, let me save this. I'm gonna bookmark this just in case I got to pull this up later on down the line. This is what you call a receipt. You cannot be the boogeyman and ducking. That's all I'm saying. If you ducking and diving, shucking and jiving, you cannot be the boogeyman. I don't want to hear no more boogeyman from any not pro Dillian Whyte, any pro Ortiz fans. There's nothing boogie about Ortiz. Nobody's running from him. Nobody. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. All right. Too soon right now. Okay. Right now we'll find out. Everything is too soon. Those numbers will come out soon. Yeah. That's all I wanted to show you. I don't want to hear nothing about Ortiz being the boogeyman. I don't want to hear nothing about Joshua ducking him, even though Joshua offered him $7 million. I don't want to hear nothing about Dillian Whyte ducking him. I don't want to hear nothing about Joe Joyce ducking him, even though he turned down to fight to Joe Joyce. I don't want to hear nothing about Daniel Dubois ducking him. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody ducking Ortiz. Says right here that Ortiz suffered a fractured hand in his win over Martin, with the time required to heal outside of the scope of negotiation terms for the eliminator with Ergovich. This is convenience. You duck this guy. From what I'm hearing, this is the second time he's ducked Ergovich. When you ducked him the first time, was you injured then, Ortiz? I don't want to hear this shit. He don't get no passes with me. Well, Ortiz too old. Well, he need to sit his old ass down and go to the old folks' home. Game is not based on sympathy. If you too old, retire. But in the fight business, you're gonna have to fight. If you are this guy who you say you is, and you said that I'm gonna show the world before Charles Martin fight, this is why people been ducking me. You can't be ducking while saying that people ducking you. That's all I'm saying, Ortiz. So for all you pro PBC ass kissers out there, all you Ortiz is the boogeyman of the division, and the only one was brave enough to fight it was Deontay Wilder. No, we're not gonna play these crackhead games today. Ain't nothing boogeyman about this guy. He's a duck. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. That's what he is. That's what I'm calling. He had a shot. It's over. In my mind, he ducking. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. Because when we're gonna keep the same energy, when Dillian Whyte picked Otto Wallin to fight him, and Dillian Whyte said he got injured in training camp, a lot of the anti-Dillian Whyte fans were saying that Dillian Whyte is ducking Big Otto Wallin. The same Otto Wallin who went 12 rounds with Dominique Brazil. The same Dominique Brazil that got knocked out by Wilder. That Otto Wallin. They ducking him. The same Otto Wallin that cut Tyson Fury's right eye open. Split him. That Otto Wallin. If you believed that Dillian Whyte is ducking a guy who he voluntarily chose to fight, a guy who was ranked number 20 in the heavyweight division, then you have to believe that Dillian Whyte is King Kong Ortiz is ducking as well by saying, he had a fractured hand. They say Otto Wallin, what did he say? He say a real boogeyman, Big Otto. Big Otto the boogeyman, huh? Woo! As a matter of fact, let's do this, man. Y'all talk about, oh my God, I can't believe it. So anyways, man, Otto Wallin. I've never heard of this guy before in my life until Tyson Fury fought. I'm not knocking Big Otto. I heard Big Otto, Big Otto, you know what I mean? 22 wins, 14 KOs, 1 loss, 1 no contest. Okay. Big Otto was Where he from? He from Sweden, right? Yeah, he from Sweden. Big Odo, okay. Big Odo. Big Odo, all right, let's see. So Big Odo, he fought Travis Kaufman, okay. He fought Tyson Fury, lost that. Nick Kistner, Big Odo. He has an impressive resume, right? No. Adrian Grenade, okay. Well, the resume don't win fights, so we gonna disregard the resume. We're gonna disregard the resume. This doesn't mean anything. We're gonna disregard it. Woo! I just find it very hard to believe somebody. Listen, if you want me to believe that somebody's ducking Odo Wallin, you're going to have to convince me that someone is ducking King Kong Ortiz to me. I don't see nothing special about neither one of these fighters that would make somebody want to duck them. I'm just being honest with you. Just being honest with you. I don't see nothing about any one of these fighters that make somebody want to duck them. I'm just saying me. You know what I mean? But you make a valid argument if you believe that Dillian Whyte ducked Odo Wallin because Odo Wallin was a killer. You have a right to your opinion. But don't tell me that this guy right here is the boogeyman and everybody is ducking him. You can see how old he looks in his face. This guy's every bit of in his 50s. Ain't nobody ducking this dude. Okay? So I don't want to hear that. But everybody they ducking Big Dillian. I mean not Dillian. They ducking King Kong the boogeyman. They ducking the boogeyman. I don't believe. But anyways, guys, guess what? I got some good news for you. Tomorrow we're gonna have Johnny Rice on the show. Johnny Rice will be on the show tomorrow. As soon as I end this live, I'm going to post it. Johnny Rice will be here tomorrow. If you don't know who Johnny Rice, I ain't gonna do it. Johnny Rice will be here tomorrow, guys. You know what? He reached out to me. He said, "Big Odo does shoulder." Big Odo, listen here, big Odo, man. They ducking Odo, man. They ducking Odo, man. Shout out. He say, coach was AJ sparring partner. When AJ fought, I want this earth like a god. Yeah, man. Hey, Carl say, no way, coach. Yeah, he'll be here tomorrow, bro. He'll be here tomorrow, man. Shout out to Muhammad. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, who is your top 5 heavyweights right now with reasoning? Shit. It'd be Wilder. Fury. No order, no particular order. Top 5, it'd be I think my top 5 is Wilder, Fury, Usyk, Joshua. I like Jared Anderson, Dillian Whyte. Okay. We're not going to talk about the young guys coming up. I'm going to exclude Jared Anderson. I'm going to exclude Ergovich. I'm going to exclude those guys, right? My top 5 would be Usyk, Wilder, Joshua, Fury, and Dillian Whyte. That'd be my top 5. I think those are the top 5 fighters in the heavyweight division. That's my opinion. I think those are the top 5 fighters. No particular order. I think those are the top 5. He said, nice. Coach got connection. Yeah, man, we got Big Rice coming on here, man, tomorrow, man. Hey, I'm dead ass serious, dog. He said, tell Rice to bring the coffee and donuts. Yeah, man, we got Big Rice. We got Big Rice, Rice, baby. Coming on here tomorrow, man. And listen, man, you know I got to mess with him about, I got to mess with him. We're going to laugh tomorrow, too. We're going to laugh tomorrow. He'll be here tomorrow. Fat Apple say top 5, Usyk, AJ, Fury, White, and Ergovich. Okay. We got, yeah, man. He say, what you say? TG says, Fury, Usyk, AJ, Wilder, Joe Joyce. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody however you want to mix it up. It's subjective, guys. It's subjective, I think that those are the top guys. I know you guys want me to put Odo Wallin in there, but I can't. I can't pick Big Odo in there. You know I ain't matter of fact, I wouldn't mind seeing Odo Wallin and King Kong Ortiz fight each other. That'll be a good fight. He said, Coach, you got Wilder in your top 5. Can we expect a call from Deontay Wilder next 2 days? No, for real though. All bullshit aside. I mean, I got Wilder in my top 5 right now. You know what I mean? I mean, he lost to Fury twice, fought the same guy 3 times, and that's the only guy that beat him. So, you know, until he fights someone else, and now if he fights and loses to someone else, then we can reevaluate that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I got Wilder in my top 5. I got Wilder in my top 5. And, you know, and Wilder don't like me at all. Him and his team don't like me at all. He said, Coach is almost finished, and it's almost time to go to bed, back to work tomorrow. Hey, yeah, man, listen, man. Hey, so listen, bro. We got Johnny Rice coming on tomorrow. I'm fixing to put everything together right now. So bear with me. I'm going to do it right now, man. I want to give everybody a round of applause, man. Round of applause. Hey, John, don't say, Coach, there's only one Tyson Fury. Hey, listen, we got Joey from Dublin called in. He said that Tyson Fury is a star over there, man. Yeah, man, right now, boy. Hey, listen, he going to do astronomical numbers. Everybody need to kiss the pinky ring. We're going to see. Fat Apple say, no way Wilder beats Joe Joyce. I don't listen, bro. We haven't seen Wilder fight any of those guys, so we'll have to see him fight those guys in order to see. I can't say he won't beat him until they don't fight him, until he fight. You know what I mean? And we don't even know if Wilder's going to come back yet. He might retire. He may come back. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know. You know what I mean? That was a brutal beating that he did wear against Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury wore a brutal beating. He took a beating in that fight as well, in the third fight. You know what I mean? He got dropped twice. You know, it was rough. They had a battle, man. You got 2 guys done fought each other 3 times. Damn, and then there's a rumor that they might fight a 4th time. God, who want to see that shit again? God damn. All right, man, let's do this OJ Juman style. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich. Shout out to the Queen, Bless 365. Shout out to the Queen, Arlette. Shout out to the Queen, Lisa Bales. Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan, done them season. Shout out to hope Lady Shan get better. Shout out to Carl Williams. Shout out to the Queen, Miss Fit in the building. Shout out to Mr. Wright UK. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to the Queen, Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to Ronin. Salute to Deuce Trey. What's going on, Deuce Trey? Shout out to Jerome Benjamin. Shout out to Alonzo Amazing. Shout out to Kelly Malia. Shout out to the Queen Kelly Malia. Shout out to my main man, Big Ronald Finkley in the building. Shout out to Smith & West, who was here as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music as well as Spotify. Shout out to Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, Deontay Wilder. Johnny Rice will be here tomorrow. Yes, sir. We got Rice baby. We got the Rice baby coming on tomorrow, man. Big Johnny Rice in the building. Big, you know, we gonna call him Johnny M&F Rice. We gotta give him a new like a nickname or something. Make it sound gangster. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich. Shout out to James Burrell. Shout out to my main man, Thomas Jones. Shout out to Thomas Cruz. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. Shout out to Mickey Dub in the building. Shout out to Knockdown 305. I don't want to hear nothing about Ortiz the Boogeyman no more, dog. I don't want to hear it. Shout out to James Burrell. Shout out to Guitars for You. Shout out to the Queen, Deborah Booker was in the building. Shout out to JB. Shout out to Light Walker, Muhammad, Mr. Calderon with the lick read. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Akon in the building. Salute to, who else we have, man? Robert Harris. What's going on, fam? Salute to Misfit. Shout out to the Queen Misfit. Muhammad in the building. G-Man. Shout out to G-Man. G-Man, you remind me. That's my homeboy name, G-Man. Let's see. Shout out to Jerome Benjamin. Now let's go all the way down to the bottom. See, can I get everybody at the bottom? Let's see. Shout out to Fat Apple. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to Giovanni. Shout out to Guitars for You. Shout out to Bad Brad. Let's see. Who else we have in the building? Start the season. Vaughn Scott. Paul Evans. Salute to Ava. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Smile Back If You're Ugly. Salute to, let's see, Fat Apples in the building. Salute to James Burrell. Shout out to Deuce Trey in the building. Shout out to Deano Smalls. Let's see who else we have in the building, man. JGO, what's going on, fam? Let's see, man. Shout out to Muhammad M. Shout out to TG. Drummond for life. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. Yeah, we got the Rice Baby coming on, man. The Rice Baby. I'm gonna tell them to cook some pork chops while you're on the show. Not pork chops, pork chops. Shout out to Don Ron in the building. Jerome Benjamin. I think that's it. JB. I think I got everybody, guys. Shout out to Her Wolf. James Burrell. Salute to my main man, Shelton Moore. Shout out to my brother, Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Salute to Julius, too, man, over there, Ring IQ, man. I heard he was snowed in, man. I think the Alphabet Boys had something to do with snowing you in. It was conspiracy. They talked to the snow you in, brother. Let's see. Shout out to shout out to these boys over here, man, who I got this interview from. Shout out to his brothers over there, man. The Pound for Pound Boxing Show. Salute to those guys over there, man. Their new channel trying to come up a little bit, man. Y'all subscribe to their channel as well. I don't know the guys. I don't know them. Never met them. Never. They might hate my guts, but it is what it is. Shout out to Boxing Fans. Shout out to JoJo. What's going on, fam? James Burrell. Let's see. I think that's it, man. I think we got everybody. I think shout out to the SWAT's best. Shout out to my brother Charlo, man. My brother Charlo. Let's see, man. Mickey Dub. Michael Buffer. Let's see. Fat Apples. I think we got everybody, man. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to Bonatti as well. And shout out to the Queen, Bless 365. Other than that, that's it. That's our boy. Shout out to David Perez, Tony Kelly and the boys, Jay Smooth, the Queen, Lisa Bells, Akon. Shout out to my main man, Hawk. Her Wolf, what's going on? And let's do this, man. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Peter Varnos who called in. Shout out to Joey from Dublin. Joey from Dublin, what's going on, man? Joey from Dublin. There's only one Tyson Fury. I got damn Joey boy. God damn, Joey. Woo! Shout out to Ron from Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. Shout out to Malik from Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to Vito from the Chi, Chicago. Hawk from Maryland, Giovanni from California. I think he's from I forgot where he was from. Shout out to Giovanni from California, Wood City, Sacramento, Sacktown, and shout out to Derek from Florida, man. Other than that, that's it, man. That's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today, USA Boxing. Shout out to my brother Ron Boy Fresh. Listen, guys, I'm gonna post it now. We will have Johnny Rice on. I'm gonna ask him some serious questions. I'm gonna ask him about matchmaking. We're gonna ask him about was he supposed to lose this fight? He gave Al Heyman a shout out after the show. You know what I mean? Can he get into what he got paid for the fight? I ain't pocket watching, but he the one brought it up, guys. He brought it up, said he got paid 6 figures. So we're gonna see what's up. He said he's gonna, he may quit his job. He works at a gentleman's club, probably doing security at a gentleman's club. We're gonna ask him a whole lot of questions, man. We're gonna have some fun with Johnny Rice. That might be my new favorite fighter. I might cap for. No, I can't cap for him. I can't. I'll be breaking the commandments. But I don't know, man. We might, we might make up some kind of conspiracy, some kind of stories that say that we got people ducking Johnny Rice. They might be ducking Johnny Rice right now. Other than that, that's it. That's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow, man. Let me go ahead and get this show together for Johnny Rice for tomorrow. Other than that, that's it. See you guys tomorrow. Salute to everyone on Spotify, Amazon Music. Thank you for listening to the show. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will have the Rice Baby on, Johnny Rice. Other than that, my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.